We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
Hello, world. This is Chris Aballo's podcast experiment, and I am Chris Aballo. Welcome to the show, coming at you live from a shared universe podcast studio in Bellworks in Homedale. And joining me for this all-star event, you know him, you love him, or maybe just the first part, Andrew Rizzitello.
Yeah, they just definitely know me.
They know they've seen that mug before, and they're like, I don't know about this. And twiddling the knobs for the moment, who's going to be coming into frame shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as Engineer Chris. His mother knows him as Christian Cortez.
Oh my God! What's up, gentlemen? Look at me taking up a whole quarter of the fucking screen.
It's very dark in here. Do those lights go on?
Oh my God! I entered the frame and it got actually darker.
I'm
kind of impressed by this camera.
I wasn't going to say it.
Are we sorry?
Not my words. If my lawyer's listening, I said nothing about that. I was merely talking about the room. So,
How are you guys?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's nice to be here.
It is nice to be here. Now, a few people may be saying, hey, we were promised Ming Chen.
We were.
And that's the only reason we wanted to watch.
I mean, that's why a lot of people are tuning in. Let's be honest.
Yes.
They're like, I know that guy from
They're
TV.
like, hey, where's the small Asian? Who's this fat fuck?
Did he eat him?
Maybe.
Christian is sitting on Ming. No. I got at the last minute.
It's big trouble in Little China.
Wow.
I just watched that movie today.
You're getting
too, so
fired tonight.
I had this stupid song stuck in my head, which I didn't know John Carpenter wrote, by the way, and performs. Yeah. I just found that out today. I'm kind of awestruck that I liked it so much and then found out he was the one singing it.
I mean, he wrote the Halloween theme.
I know he writes all the music, but like a lyrical song, I wasn't expecting.
I mean, it fit. Tell me it doesn't fit that movie.
It does, though.
Okay.
It's great.
See, that's what we're talking
Pork
about.
Chop Express. It's so good. I'm surprised that's not the podcast name, Pork Chop Express.
I mean, somebody probably has it. If not us, somebody is definitely using that name.
That's our offshoot when we talk about Carpenter movies eventually.
That's gonna be like a Halloween episode.
Yes.
We'll make that work for October.
You heard it here first, folks.
And
Jesus, you're wearing 3D glasses. If you're wearing 3D glasses, you're having a great time.
So I got an email from Ming's wife. Regarding tonight, and I'm just gonna read it live to everybody because listen, we're looking for Ming. He's not here, and you deserve an explanation. Dear Mr. Aballo, I understand your show is important to you. However, I should tell you my husband and I have 2 kids, and as I mentioned, he is my husband. He already works enough. He barely sleeps, and the fact that you are constantly bribing him at whiskey does not help.
Don't.
Please.
Nothing in the background. Like,
There's nothing there.
Yeah, would you mind just standing over there?
Andrew, wait, both of us, we can block it.
I mean,
pay no attention to the thing in the corner.
Is it going to take both?
There's nothing. There's nothing here.
Is that a short joke?
Maybe.
And they're tuning out. You see the numbers drop as we're going along. It's like, no, don't need it. I'm just kidding. Listen, Ming's wife did not email me saying he's not coming and he's.
I was kind of worried there for a second
No,
because you had me like you looked me in my eyes and said that.
That's because I'm a pro.
Are you now?
No, he's on his way. So at any point,
he might just walk
the
in the
force
door.
of nature that is Ming Chen is going to come barreling in.
He
here.
did text me. He said he was.
He
on
did.
his
He
way.
said he was going to be here.
All right.
It's like 10 more minutes.
I'm going to cut you guys off because now it's just you two in the room. I can ask my question.
Yeah.
Oh,
If it came down to a street fight, actually, if it was a street fight,
okay,
who would win? Sesame Street or the Muppets?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
the Muppets.
Okay. All right.
And let me make my case, or do you want to go?
No, you go first. I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
New Zealand has boomerang fish. I mean, we all know how deadly boomerang fish can be.
100%.
Everybody watching is like, oh, I know.
Everyone has a boomerang.
Crazy Larry plays with electricity. He can do a lot of damage. I mean, Gonzo will just do anything dangerous if given the opportunity.
Gonzo was willing to shoot himself out of a cannon.
Yes, he was.
So I'm also going to pick Muppets, but I also don't want people to sleep on how vicious the Sesame Street fight will be.
Make your case. Go on.
ahead.
Well, I'm still picking the Muppets, but think about it. Just Cookie Monster alone, the ability to eat that much and not feel pain.
And not lose his figure over
And not
40
lose
years.
his figure. Like, Sid's doing pretty well. That's actually his name.
Sid Monster.
Cookie Monster's actual name is Sid.
I'm not going to even bother with your knowledge on
Don't
that.
worry about it.
Your counter.
But also, Snuffleupagus, 100%. Like, he will just crush you. And then he'll sneak up on you and scare you half to death. Because if you've seen early Snuffleupagus, he is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, he's not what you saw.
He's not the friendly, cuddly, lovable Snuffy that we know now.
He was a hallucination of Big Bird.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
Legitimately. He
Yeah,
was
he-
terrifying.
initially.
He
Yeah,
was
you're right.
terrifying.
Okay, all right.
So I got to pick the Muppets though. Like,
Yeah, same.
they're willing to like put bodily harm on themselves. I've never seen that with
but
Sesame
what about...
Street.
What are you wearing?
It says cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
Who's Cry Havoc? Is that a Freemason thing?
No.
How do I know?
What do the comments say?
Adam, I see you're online talking to us right now.
Don't scream at him, please. All right?
He said Snuffleupagus too.
Yeah, he's a
Look
tank.
at this. See?
Well, Adam's an RPG player, so he'll go that realm. So he'll understand.
And the Count is a vampire.
Man.
an actual vampire.
An
that they have.
actual vampire.
Maybe we need to reassess.
And I mean, think Oscar
Well-
lives in a garbage can. He's seen some shit.
Yeah, but he never gets out of the garbage can. He's useless.
How do you know that?
Because we've never seen it.
Maybe-
Pixar,
Yes,
it
we
didn't
have.
happen.
Maybe-
When?
Elmo and Grouchland. He had a whole little fucking...
Oh, that was a little after my time, son. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's relevant information, okay?
It is. I'm just letting you know why I didn't see
I know,
it.
I know. I know you weren't buying tickets to go see
yeah,
Elmo and Grouchland in
I had my
1998.
driver's license by the time that came out.
We were just talking about when you graduated, which was, what, 2000?
Something like that.
Something like that. And I'm like, oh, 1990. Yeah, you were not buying tickets to Elmo and Grouchland.
No, sir.
You were trying to get laid.
Trying.
Trying.
The operative
Nah,
word.
that's why I said it.
So, that's good.
Oh, my God.
That's
Movies
good.
on HBO.
But yeah, Muppets, though. I still pick Muppets above all.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just feel like the Muppets have that edge that Sesame Street just doesn't have.
So what about the fact that Kermit plays both sides?
That's great, because then you have
And
more
Miss
conflict in the... Miss
I mean,
Piggy's
who do you-
never
who-
been on Sesame Street.
No.
No. Fozzie hasn't. Miss Piggy hasn't.
I'm thinking
Gonzo
I'm
hasn't.
sorry. You're
But
right. You're correct.
Sesame Street has appeared on the Muppet Show. So
Correct.
their Big Bird did interact
and in the
with,
primetime specials.
Yeah. There's a great clip of Big Bird and Miss Piggy interacting. It's one of my favorites. He makes fun of the fact that she's a pig. She tries to beat him up, and she falls over the Muppet Show back balcony when trying to hit him. It's great. And
I
Big
gotta
Bird,
find this later.
Big Bird is still like playing innocent. I love it. It's one of my favorite episodes
Well,
of the Muppet
that's
Show.
a hidden talent right there. That Big Bird is literally just a child, so he has that childlike
That
whimsy.
wonder?
Yeah. So he'll like, what does this knife do, kids?
I mean, Bert's also got the pigeon army that he's been like cultivating for.
But he's basically an overgrown child, like yourself. He's just going to sit in the corner and cry.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's not going to fight. Big Bird's not going to fight. No. Snuffy's going to have to defend him, is how it's going to go. By the way, I just want to bring up, now that we're like a few minutes deep into this.
Oh, God.
You brought up the subject, so don't be like, you guys talk about the Muppets all night. Like,
No, I
you
know.
started it.
That's why.
So,
that's
I don't
why
wanna-
I brought it up without Ming here, so he
Gotcha.
can actually not have to deal with this.
Oh, okay. I see.
I would
So
like
out of-
Ming's
out
opinion
of
on this.
professional courtesy.
Yes.
All right, we'll circle back to it after the 11 o'clock hour because it's not like we're going to finish on time. Kind of not our thing.
Nah.
It'd be really off-brand to just make the show an hour.
But here's, you know what? I'll ask in the follow up because it's a question I want
All
answered.
right, go on.
But all right, so we both picked Muppets. I don't know who you would pick.
I was going to go Muppets.
You were going to go
anyway.
Muppets,
Yeah, absolutely.
But who would you team up with Fraggle Rock to fight against who?
Oh, like versus, like in the bracket.
So who's gonna? So it's either Muppets and Sesame. It's either Muppets and Fraggle Rock team up to beat Sesame Street, or it's Sesame Street and Fraggle Rock to beat the Muppets.
See, I think if you put the Muppets and Fraggle Rock together, that's just OP. I don't. I think that's just too much power on one side.
It happened. Remember Muppet Family Christmas?
Well, yes. But
Greatest
in this
prime time holiday special
Yes.
aside from Charlie Brown.
Not going. Anyway, but no,
My goddamn show.
In this scenario, yeah, if you put Fraggle Rock and the Muppets together against Sesame Street, the street wouldn't exist anymore.
I mean, you can put the Fraggles on any team. There are thousands of them.
True.
So to be honest,
Like the only
that's just stacking the
only
deck.
opposition I would see is that they're kind of pacifists, but I have a funny feeling Fraggles can brawl.
I think so too. I think if shit went down,
They probably have that strength that doesn't show until like they're pushed into a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, they live underground. Come
yeah,
on.
and you got to be tough to live underground. So
Adam says,
obviously.
Ethan says Sesame Street wins a street fight because they're from the street. That's
I mean, that's solid logic.
That's solid logic
From an
but
9-year-old.
look at the street that they live on.
Yes.
Like this is ideal. New
Yeah,
York
they're not
City.
from Elm Street. They're from Sesame Street.
They're from
So
Sesame
to be
Street.
fair,
Fucking rent controlled. It's great. I want to fucking live on
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
rent control.
and all the humans who live there are 100 years old.
Like think
because-
about it. Like everyone there has lived there for like 50 years.
Yeah.
They didn't change the rent because there's no
true.
way if they changed the rent, people would be staying in that neighborhood.
Oh my God! I think we just $1 billion idea. Take down the live feed. Gentrifying Sesame Street
On it.
because it's
Is that already happening?
somebody. I mean, that's a Funny or Die sketch just waiting to happen. If somebody hasn't done it,
Gentrifying Sesame Street.
I mean, think about it. It's like, sorry, our rent's going to be how much?
Oh my god.
Come on, how not?
Shit. CJ
Gorgs.
Cullen asks a great question.
The Gorgs.
Who do the Gorgs join? Oh my god.
They got to follow them.
I want this Muppet Street Fighter Mortal Kombat move. Like
Wait! You're bringing in Mortal Kombat to this? You want fatalities? Now?
He
do.
wants that style.
I want that style in a fighting
He
game, but
does.
it's all of Jim Henson's creations.
Man. So who do the Skeksis back up?
What about Dark Crystal and
That's like the boss.
Labyrinth.
level.
Who does? No, yeah.
No, the boss is David Bowie.
Yeah. The Goblin King is going to win.
The Goblin King always fucking wins.
Whoever has the Goblin King on their side.
It's over. And that's just done.
Yeah.
Who's got
is it.
the all-seeing ball power up?
That's right.
He's
Ball
like the
power
god,
will
he's
get
like
you
the god
everywhere.
Yeah, forget Goblin King. He's the God Emperor. He just like kind of
You
floats.
know what
in
you
the-
said.
I know, goddamn.
You know damn
They
well
know.
what
They
you
know
said.
what I said. Bionis is intelligent, and perceptive, and they know what's up.
I
They
think-
know there's a whole lot of double and triple entendres
CJ,
coming out all over the place.
CJ, I feel like the Gorgs would naturally just kind of team up with Fraggle Rock. They like them, so I feel like there's already history there. They would take one look at Gonzo and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Kill it with fire.
They'd be like, "What toxic waste dump did Miss Piggy come from?"
Yeah. This is a pig that thinks she knows karate. And just
Do you want to know?
Doesn't.
How,
And gets
do you know
balls.
how,
yells a lot.
do you know how
And
Frank
his-
Oz describes Miss Piggy? Like when
As
he
Marilyn Monroe, she thinks she's Marilyn Monroe, but she's a truck driver.
exactly.
It's brilliant.
I love
brilliant.
that. And
It's almost as good as my description of Pete Davidson. Human bong water.
I heard you say that before the show, and I still can't get over that because it's so
Yes,
accurate.
I'm really pissed off that yesterday, on the 20th anniversary of the death of Joey Ramone, when the world lost the gift of Joey Ramone, Pete Davidson is announced to play Joey Ramone in a Netflix film based on Joey's brother's book about his life and them growing up together and all of that stuff. And I said it on Instagram, which is now gone because it was in the story. But yeah, it's not enough that Pete Davidson isn't that talented. Don't tweet me. It's also that he is bong water in human form. And I had a lot of people reach out with emphatic agreement that it was the best possible description. And then you
Yeah,
kind of you had to
amazing.
take a
Dumbstruck,
couple of beats
dumbstruck
just to.
completely.
I was also proud because you said you made that up, and I'm like, good
I
for
mean,
you.
in the age of the internet, maybe somebody said it somewhere, but I swear,
It's in the universe now. So
yeah,
if anyone else
Some-
says
yeah,
it, Chris Aballo came up with it.
Yeah.
goddamn right. And you people watched it live. Why? Intelligent, perceptive. That's what I'm.
You know
talking
why
about.
you watched it. You know why you
because,
watched
because of this.
live.
Because 1/3 of the brand slash 1/3
1/4,
of
my good sir. 1/4.
Did I say frame? I meant participants. I'm so sorry.
That's it. He
Wait,
quits.
don't let that. No, please don't unplug anything. We have time.
Remember,
I'll get
we're
broken.
supposed to have time.
Remember, I can end this show with the snap of my finger.
Don't-
I mean,
don't-
I'd have to slide over and then snap my finger, and then a couple. Actually,
Stop.
no, I can't
Stop.
just snap.
Just listen. I'm. Jokes aside, who's going to win in a foot race? You or me? I'm going to make it to that board before you.
Is that
I love you.
That's fair.
I
That's-
do.
that's fair.
But come on.
I know.
Come on. Man.
put me in my
I'm all trimmed now since the last time I was here. So
You've got the power of Elvira on your side.
Yeah, I mean,
He just has to show you the shirt and you just be awestruck.
Boobs.
yeah. Christian, look at this. Look.
Harry, no! Don't look into the light. Any of you ever?
Oh God, no!
Any of you ever seen Bugs
You're afraid
Life?
of me being that
Harry,
close?
no! Don't look into the light. I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
Oh my God, that's you. That's when we do a Bugs Life the radio play, you're hired.
Oh my God, I'm in. I just want that one bit part. Nothing else
I
important.
mean, I really don't know if we can improve on it.
That is my moment to shine. I can't help it.
After tonight. It's your moment to shine.
God.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I want with that whole Pete Davidson thing. I really hope it turns into one of those situations where we're proven wrong. I want it to be that. I know the probability is low, and I'm not like saying that to diss Pete Davidson. I like him. I find him funny, and I really did like Kings of Staten Island. So
I didn't see it.
So
I've seen him on Saturday Night Live, and I saw him in the Motley Crue movie, which I don't know why he was there. He was in like 2 scenes.
He's also going to be in Suicide Squad, I think.
Yeah, he is, and I didn't know that either until he showed up.
I don't know. They haven't said.
I don't know I don't know the characters in that anyway.
I wish it was.
Although
Polka Dot Man, to be honest. Although I like what they did with Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad, the movie, the new one.
I just saw the trailer. I don't know it too well, but I do find it funny that King Shark is voiced by Sylvester Stallone. I do like that. that does make me chuckle because I'm thinking, yep, that's where we are. Sylvester Stallone could play a shark.
I love it though.
That's what the pandemic will do to people. It's like, oh, all right, fine, I'll voice anything. Just get me out of the house.
When he was talking about his hand, he was talking about from personal experience. He was like, me and you have become best friends in lockdown.
Whoa.
And
man, you're just all over the controversy tonight.
I know.
You're courting it like an incel. You're just like,
I'm having fun. I'm never on this side of the camera.
Dude.
It's a great time.
This is why you're here as part of this all-star kickoff of the first live show of 2021 after
Pete Davidson is
4
playing
months.
a character named Blackguard.
No idea.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, wait. The door has
Hey,
opened!
look who's here. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live in studio, because you probably figured we were here live in studio anyway, the great Ming Chen has made it. I wasn't exaggering about the fact. There we go.
Oh, God!
That's exactly what I said. And this guy's like, what?
I was like, wait.
I don't
when
get
I
paid
stepped
enough.
in the frame, I thought it got darker, but now I'm like, oh yeah, these stupid lights that make me look worse. It highlights the fact that I am legit.
Actually,
1/4 of this frame.
I get it. Now I understand why the lights
Now
went on.
you get it.
I'm looking at you in our monitor, which I keep looking at just because I'm vain.
Oh, my
and
God.
I'm like, oh, look at that.
You're like, oh
I
shit.
understand.
He's like, I get it now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Everything
we
is
got to make sure
moving.
Ming is in frame. Boy, people listening to the audio, you're missing out. And you need to go to the Half-Ass Media YouTube channel. If you're catching the podcast episode, which if you joined late, if you want to hear it from the beginning, then April 26th, Monday.
Should be good.
This episode will be going out, Cape 164. So if you were just tuning in, boy, did you miss a lot. So you're going to check out the full video episode on the Half-Ass Media channel, as well as the audio is going to be on the podcast feed in the podcast app of your choice. Subscribe. Hi, Ming. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm sorry I'm late.
That's all good, man.
Recording
You're
a
working.
Patreon episode for the Tell 'em Steve Dave episode. We're recapping every episode of Comic Book Men.
Oh, God.
Pulling back the curtain. We're telling everything.
Oh,
no,
dude, I can't wait.
Nothing
that's-
held back.
Nothing held back. It's great.
If that's no reason to subscribe, I don't know what is. Like,
Yeah, I mean, what better place to plug it than here?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
If you all haven't seen Comic Book Men, it's on Prime Video.
And if
Watch
you want
it.
to see this, they got to go to the Tell 'em Steve Dave Patreon.
You do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. But it's been great. I love your shirt, dude.
Thanks, man. Look at that.
see?
You know what? I will say, so when we did the show a couple of weeks ago, the group of you and I and Ryan and Jack, they're going to be pissed I blanked on their names, but I'm like, who are those other guys again? But I was saying how I really am not looking forward to going back in public. I really don't miss people and all that stuff. Okay. I do, but I have an addendum to that.
Okay.
Now, I went and I've been catching up on doctor's appointments recently. And I went to the optometrist and I got new lenses put in my glasses. I primarily wear contacts when most people see me. When I'm at home, I'm in glasses. So I went to get the lenses put in and I happened to be wearing a Rolling Stone shirt the other day. So the gentleman, I don't know what the job title is, but whoever works with the lenses, that gentleman, comes out and as soon as he walks over and sees me, he just goes like, that's my band. Now, this guy's probably, I mean, he was wearing a mask, who can tell? But I'm judging by the salt and pepper hair, probably 50s. So he probably did legitimately grow up with the Stones. So when he says, that's my favorite band, they've always been my band, especially those early records, I believe it just because they were...
Just age-wise.
Yeah, his era. It's not like some 17-year-old who comes up to me like, hey, man, the Stones. Keith, right? I'm like,
I mean, after
yep.
the year we've had, I could definitely see 17-year-olds with gray hair. So
I think we're all sprouting
we're all there.
more than we want to admit.
I found some recently. I found a patch. I was like, no, there's so many.
Dude, I'm right there with you. We can talk about
Yeah,
we can talk about that a little later.
Talk about that later.
Anyway, so
Yeah, Elvira though, man, my favorite goal for sure. So.
go. That's right.
How can you not? How can
I
you
mean,
not
who doesn't love
Elvira?
Elvira? What a brilliant film.
Yeah, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Were you?
No, it's okay. You're fixated. Like I was.
Oh, I'm totally fixated.
Oh, I was
He's just
before
gonna
you
be
came
staring
in.
at Chris all night.
Yeah, I got.
So anyway, I did enjoy.
Yeah. No, I got a couple stories, but please finish your story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, from the con circuit, I bet.
Sure.
Okay, so really quickly, just to correct myself from a few episodes back. So I did enjoy having a conversation with somebody because of my shirt. Now, prior to all of this, I would get basically every day because I just live in T-shirts and I have a lot of T-shirts with band logos, movies, things like that. Almost every day, I would have somebody stop me and comment on my T-shirt, or even just in passing, like point to it and give a thumbs up or something like that. I actually did miss that. So having an interaction with somebody in person over my shirt, okay, I will admit, I miss people as long as they're cool people
Sure.
who like my
Who can
shirts.
identify what you're wearing?
Yeah, like if there's somebody I can be agreeable with in a short exchange, that's fine. People one-on-one, I'm okay with. Groups, not so much. So no more Buffalo Wild Wings. Please tell us.
Oh, well,
Your
no.
stories
First of
about-
all, I'm glad you're feeling more comfortable.
thank
I
you.
got my second shot today.
You did? Congratulations.
Thank you. I just, it's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders because I can, I just feel safer.
Oh, likewise. I just got mine on Tuesday. Incidentally, any jokes that don't land are the fault of Pfizer. So
Yeah.
anyway,
and,
please.
and if there's anyone out there, if you need help looking for a vaccination, there are people out there who have created Twitter
Pushers,
accounts,
yes.
and they've dedicated their lives right now to informing people when new vaccines get released.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah, the fact that Twitter helped me find a vaccine was kind of nutty. I was like, this is
I know,
this is a weird modern
yeah,
reality.
and I was like, oh, these are just robots, right? Somebody wrote a program. No, a lot of
These
these
are
are
live
real
people.
people.
Most of them are
Totally.
people.
Yeah.
People are dialed in to making sure.
Yeah,
because there are a lot of people who just want to get back to some semblance of normal.
And they realize
And that
that
makes
it's
me
not
happy.
so much, even if the vaccine is only 75% effective, which it isn't, the fact that more people getting it is telling the government, oh, we can open more things up, just that alone
It's great.
is enough to go,
Yeah.
just get the fucking
It's a step
vaccine.
in the right direction. Yeah, just get it.
Give me
All
my
right.
concerts back.
Chris, have you heard about the new Microsoft deals that they've had?
I have not, Andrew. Tell me more. Tell me about the Microsoft Surface and the new Xbox.
Well, my,
Oh, yes.
Well, my Wi-Fi, on my phone has been really good lately. Yeah, so I know a lot of people they're like, "How did you get it?" And I'm like, "Well, all right, let me tell you. Yeah, I followed these Twitter accounts. I got an appointment here in this building, which is unheard of within 24 hours. So,
Which is crazy.
Yeah, a lot
My
of
ass drove to Atlantic City twice.
yeah, a lot of people
because
do
that was
that.
the best I could do.
Yeah, and they have a mega site there, and God bless it. But that's an hour and a half from here, and
is.
if you don't
Two
have
plus
to,
from me.
I'm not gonna lie. When I asked you, hey, how'd you get your vaccines, and you sent me Twitter accounts?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. The first viewing, I was like, what the like? I was annoyed because I was like, well, why are you sending me
Twitter is a
accounts?
wasteland.
I was like,
How?
Twitter's a junkyard.
Right.
Why are you sending me this?
I told
and
you
then,
that's how I got it.
And then
though.
I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I will eat my words now.
Right, and you need one for you, for your mom. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, just follow these Twitter
Yeah.
accounts. So there's-
Everyone in my house got a vaccine because you sent me those links.
thank
So
God,
Thank
and,
you.
and that was passed along to by somebody else, our fellow podcaster Lenore Lucas. So that I give a
awesome.
shout out to her. But yeah, follow Twitter. There's one for every region, every state. There are just people helping out. So go get that vaccine.
Yeah, just
but
go
yeah,
get
back
it,
to Elvira. She was on Comic Book Men.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Season 6, I believe we got her on. We were doing a blood drive at the stash, and we're like, well, who better to have as a spokesperson?
Let's see. Vincent Price is dead.
Yeah.
Peter Lorre, dead.
Yeah, maybe Wesley Snipes. I don't know if he had been out of jail at that point yet, but He would have been awesome. At first.
Season 6 of Comic Book Men?
Yeah, I believe
Probably
so.
not.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
he
but
was
he
still
only
in there.
just recently got out.
yeah, that would have been 2000. That would have been 2016, 15, 16.
No, he
around
was
that
definitely
area.
still in jail.
He
at
was
that point.
still in jail.
Yeah, so we got
I think
Elvira
he
to
can get
come
out to
down.
like 18, right?
That's
18,
perfect.
19?
Who cares? We're talking Elvira. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen,
I'm
we
sorry,
all
I'm
love
sorry.
Wesley Snipes, but
Yeah,
when
so-
when they were switching the stash locations,
Yeah.
I found that they had a giant stand up of Elvira.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to take it with me, but they
bet you
wouldn't give
did.
it to me.
Hey, Mike.
Mike, I was like, am I going to steal this? Maybe I might have to steal
Yeah.
this later on.
Mike, I'm just going to go air this out in the trunk of my car.
But yeah, so yeah, she came in. We all dressed up as like some kind of blood, blood related. I dressed up like a mosquito. So yeah, so I had this big thing hanging off my head. Mike, I think Mike did Cassidy from Preacher for any Preacher fans.
Nice.
He's a drunk. He's a drunk vampire basically. Brian took the cake though. He came in a prom
kidding.
dress, all bloody. He was Carrie.
He was Carrie.
He was
Ah.
Carrie.
He would.
Carrie.
If anybody was out of the four of you, if anybody was going to
and
do
Walt did Dracula, so he's a big Universal Monsters fan. But she was awesome, man.
Oh,
She
I have
was
no doubt.
Like
just-
one of your
just-
like top 5 guests, would you say?
We've had a lot of guests. Yeah, I would definitely put her up there.
She's
And then even after I would see her at cons. I went. She did a book signing at upstate New York, or not upstate, Upper West Side. I went to go see her there. But
Her autobiography is coming out in September.
yeah.
So I'm hoping she's coming around to doing signings and everything.
Oh, yeah,
by
definitely.
September, everybody get your vaccine so I can get
So you
Elvira
can
to sign, my
sign
book
your book?
in
And
person.
he can go see shows.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
a show on Thursday. Actually, yeah, we're all over the road. So if that's not your kind of thing, just best
We still have to.
best to tune out now.
We still have to circle back to something.
Yeah,
Now
well-
Ming is here.
This is true. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah,
This is not going to be an hour again. You know how it goes.
but I think the thing that took the cake every Halloween for years, she would do the show for the whole month of October at Knott's Berry Farm in L.A.
I went the last year she did it.
So you went, yeah. So did I.
I did. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Small
and
world sometimes.
I pulled some strings.
When was this?
2000, I want to say 17 maybe. It was or 18 somewhere. around
It
there.
was 17 or 18. See, I
Yeah, I
can't
can't
recall off the
remember.
top
I
of my
want
head.
to. I'm gonna guess 17, but I'm
Was it
not-
just like a big party, or was it?
No,
No,
no.
it's like a variety show.
It's a whole
It was
variety
stage
show. Yeah.
And listen, the most important, I was there for the tassels. Who am I kidding? I'm a grown man with 2 eyes. All right. I was there to see the titty tassels. Just incidentally, if you're watching this and the kids haven't been put to bed yet, titty
Yeah, Adam.
tassels, the phrase titty tassels.
Ask
is
your mom and dad what
generally
that
a-
is.
Yeah.
Ask your mom.
That's a bit of a tell.
I think there's a
Or-
lot.
and if mom says she doesn't know, ask dad. He does. Go on.
Yeah, but, she's a born for performance. She's been singing,
Oh,
dancing for
without a
years.
doubt, yeah.
But now her last year, I'm like, okay, she's gonna just come out, introduce some stuff, maybe do something. No, full on
It was
numbers.
a full show.
She like just crazy moves that I was like, wow, just
was
choreographed. Knott's Berry Farm.
Nuts Berry Farm.
It's an amusement park.
It's in the I forget what town it's in. It's in the
California?
Anaheim area. Yeah,
Okay.
it's near
All right, all right.
Disneyland. I don't remember the town. Garden Grove, maybe.
Clerks shot by. Clerks
By there,
2,
yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
shot
Clerks
by
2
there.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
where the old Burger King was.
Yeah.
That's right, which stood in for movies.
Yeah, she sang, she danced, and then I got to see her afterwards, and it was Halloween, so I was
son of a
dressed. I was dressed up like Silent Bob, so she laughed at me. And we got a photo, and it was great.
Oh,
I think
man.
I saw her after we were at a Funko, the pop figures. They made a documentary at this big premiere at the Chinese Theater. And so I'm just
Yeah.
kind of hanging outside, and all of a sudden I see Cassandra Peterson.
Is that how you got that kick-ass that jacket?
This is one of the perks of being hanging out with Funko.
Flaunting his fame,
For sure.
as the kids say, the drip.
I'm on cable.
Yeah.
I get free coats.
hey, yeah. But yeah,
I wish. Listen, anyone wants to send a jacket my way.
But see her come
My
up.
name is in the title,
See her
for
come
Christ's
up a red carpet, and her as Cassandra is equally as beautiful
stunning.
as Elvira.
Forget it.
And it was cool. Have a conversation, got a photo. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing.
I have no doubt.
Elvira, Cassandra, I freaking love you.
We all do. You should have seen Christian before the show started. It's ogling.
like an
Just like
a
his,
fly trying to.
His glasses
do a
are
fly
still
trap.
fogged. You can't tell from looking at the camera, but
Don't point that out.
good lord.
Yeah, but you just inspired. I need to print out whatever. I have a couple photos with her, but one of
looks
them's
like
got to
a
get.
jock
One
in
of
that
them's got to
jacket.
get in here. I do. I know, oh, thank you, Abigail. Abigail, I'm going to go on. Everybody go to iTunes, Spotify, search the Chicas Project podcast, and subscribe. We talked to unlike respect, well, sort of like Respect the Blackout. We talked to a girl who was on OnlyFans, but we asked her. It was an interview. It was not.
It was not.
It wasn't a performance.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't an ass clap
I'm out.
competition.
That sounded like a Respect the Blackout call out to me.
That's
called arms.
No, it's
Now entering Plug
no,
City.
No,
Yeah,
I love what they do. It's just apples and oranges,
I know, I'm just
or
being a
apples
dick.
and peaches, I guess, like apples and peaches. So yeah,
Eggplants
it was
and peaches.
it was a great interview. The girl came in super honest, like very beautiful, like and I support OnlyFans. Like, hey, especially during the pandemic. If
You know who supports OnlyFans?
What's wrong with supporting OnlyFans?
Nothing.
Yeah,
There's
thank
nothing
you.
wrong with supporting OnlyFans.
yeah.
I'm just saying he's a little more flagrant
Sit
about
down.
it than the average.
Yeah, I can't
I
figure
am
it out.
sitting.
Can you?
Hey, Phyllis.
Yeah, I maybe
Wrong podcast.
maybe people out there, maybe you guys know. Can you?
Oh, you're new. Welcome.
Can you use one of those like Visa gift cards to subscribe to OnlyFans? Does anybody know? Because I haven't had
That
any.
sounds
You
like
can
a
you
thing
can
that should be
totally
true.
load a balance into your wallet. I've heard.
Okay, like a vanilla, like a Visa vanilla card.
I mean,
Because if I could do that, I would.
they don't allow anything vanilla on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
I'm sure
my
you
only.
can.
Okay, cool. My only hang, like I don't.
You just don't want it showing up on the credit card statement.
I think so. Yeah, and
Okay.
not
Put it in
like,
your Google Wallet. It'd probably work then.
Well, it's a good thing we're not on the air, so nobody will know.
like if I could Venmo the whatever $5.99 a month, I totally would. But they don't have that. They don't have that built in. Because I totally support.
No, listen, I do too. I support working women. So
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans. There's
Yeah.
no shame in it. I'm totally joking by just hanging Andrew out to dry and being like, hey, man.
Yeah, and it was, I'll stop. This is your show. I'm not. I'm just Walter. Like,
Since
let's
when?
talk about
I mean,
OnlyFans.
And besides which, it's good. You're taking the air away from him. So no, go.
Well,
Keep
I mean,
doing
yeah.
it.
Yeah, nothing Andrew hates more than coming on my show and not letting me host.
Yeah.
I mean, or rather, I should say nothing he loves more. Excuse me. He hates when I actually get to what I want to talk
Honestly,
to.
bro,
But
I didn't
I
know.
knew this is exactly how it was going to go. And that's why I asked you guys here.
It's always a
All-stars.
pleasure, man.
Do you want to get your question out of the way
Yes.
and just ask
I might as
Ming,
well.
please?
All right. So
okay.
Okay.
before
And
you,
then we can move on.
Okay.
Then
So
I'll
I
take
think
over the second half of the show.
Yeah, exactly. So I figured I was going to save you from this question, but they insisted that I ask
I
you
didn't
anyway.
insist. You wanted to ask.
No. No. Insist asking him.
Ladies, you're both pretty.
Ming.
Yes.
In a street fight,
Okay.
who would win?
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Buckle up.
Okay.
Now you go. I can't. Like I'm just. What the
fuck you doing?
In a street fight, who would win?
Okay.
The Muppets or Sesame Street?
Wow, that's a tough question, man. Well, that's like that's like saying who would win the Avengers or the X-Men. Like, so you got to pick out. Can you give me the five? Like
Nope.
five.
No.
You got to pick a group and
Yeah,
you
just
got to
a
stick
group.
with it.
God.
See,
But
here on
they're-
Chris Aballo's podcast
So far,
experiment,
Muppets are the
Yeah.
overwhelming
I
majority.
gotta go with
Yeah.
the Muppets because you got Animal, you got Dr. Teeth, you got some mean people in there. You got
But here's the thing, though. Like, some people have pointed out, not only in the comments but in discussion, that there's some legitimate players
Speaking of
on in Sesame Street.
I'm trying to think like Snuffleupagus. You're not even gonna see because he's not coming out for that. He's Big
What?
Bird
No,
is.
I mean, if
this is
someone's
gonna erupt
messing
into a
with Big
fight.
Bird,
And they
Snuffy's gonna
will.
like come out to play.
Sure, and Big Bird's way too nice. He can.
That's what I said. He's a giant child.
He wouldn't even
I
step
don't-
on a flea,
I don't
much
think
less
Big
like
Bird would,
lay
but I-
waste to freaking wall.
Yeah,
lay-
exactly.
lay
He's
waste
like
to-
stepping on the electric mayhem.
he's lay,
Get off my street!
going straight Godzilla.
He's
on
got
them.
Waldorf and Statler in headlocks. And no way, man.
This is the worst headlock.
I mean, I think that like Oscar being X Factor, he doesn't leave the can, so you just grab
That's
the
what
can
I
and use it as a
said.
weapon, basically, with him in it, right? Yeah, well,
like
that-
He would
Captain America
he'd
with
be
the
doing
top, he just
Oscar
throw
would
it.
be doing color commentary.
hold
for the
on,
whole
right?
thing.
Do we get Bob and Gordon? Do they count as Sesame
Oh
Street?
crap! I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
like
they-
the,
I-
the,
I
the
would-
No,
human,
No
we're
humans.
just talking Muppets,
Just Muppet.
right?
Just-
we're just talking about
the-
just felt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just felt.
Okay, I didn't. You said Sesame Street.
No-
so I'm
no
like,
muscle
hey,
and
man,
bone,
if
just
I'm
felt.
freaking
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
That's fair. So Sesame Street Muppets versus
Muppets.
Muppets.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
if Mr. Hooper came back from the dead, man, like,
Yeah,
forget
it's like-
about it.
Zombie
Freaking
who
forget about it.
He's carrying Muppets to hell with him.
Yeah, yeah, right. He's dragging them back. He's dragging them down to hell.
All of a sudden,
That's right.
Avenue
Yeah,
Q
I
bursts
just,
in and just wrecks shop.
But I think, dude, the X Factor is Miss Piggy, man. She's
Yeah.
like, she
Yeah,
can,
she's a player in this when it comes to the Muppet side.
yeah,
she definitely is.
She
one of the heavy
she
hitters.
knows karate, And she's just got a bad attitude, man.
See, like, there's also Muppets that are willing to inflict bodily harm
Oh,
on
yeah.
themselves for
And
the sake of entertainment.
Who was the one that played with dynamite? The Muppet.
Crazy Larry.
That was
Crazy Larry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he the one with the chickens?
Again.
What's it?
He's the one with the chickens, or am I thinking something
No.
else?
No,
it's
that's Gonzo.
Gonzo.
Crazy Larry always
Okay.
carried around a dynamite plunger.
Yes.
He looked
Okay.
like he looked nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy Harry. What are we doing?
Crazy Harry.
Oh my God.
And freaking Beaker and the other
Hey,
guy.
stop tuning out. It's
But
Crazy
yeah,
Harry.
And forget the Swedish chef. No, come on. He's with like
murder
cleavers and shit.
Maybe.
Food.
No,
You would. He'd
yeah.
be cooking,
No,
motherfuckers.
no. Sesame Street does not. No, they don't have a chance unless you get Gordon and Bob in there too.
The humans have to be involved.
Yeah.
The Sesame Street's humans have to be involved for them to
win.
I think that's the only way they're going to stand a chance. That's a good
I
point.
believe so. Although they are from the street, man. Like,
Yeah, but
See?
like I said though, it is Sesame Street. It's not the.
I know.
It's a street.
We were talking about how like all the apartments are like rent controlled. It's like the best place. To live.
They're all lazy and privileged. They're not coming out.
Privileged.
They're going to throw down with the Muppets.
What did you say? You
Forget
had to
it.
gentrify Sesame
I mean, it would be
Street?
really interesting if what a sketch. Somebody gentrifies Sesame Street and kicks everybody
dang,
out. It's like,
Abigail's just
your rent is tripled.
throwing shade up here, man. Say, I've tried to subscribe to OnlyFans with Visa gift card. No comment.
Damn.
He doesn't want to sleep outside tonight. I can sleep at the studio. Thank you very much.
That's right. Yeah.
There's a comfortable couch
For as much as
behind
he's
us.
paying to be in this fancy setup here,
Yeah, which
he
you know,
can
both
sleep wherever
me,
the hell
me
he
and
wants.
Kristen have slept at the
Yeah.
studio. At
Really?
Least, at
Aw.
least napped. I've
slept.
slept.
I've slept.
I've passed out there. You know,
I
just
think
waiting.
I think a sleepover show would be a lot of fun.
Oh,
I mean, we'd have to do as like a fundraiser.
Right.
We
be
just
cool.
do like a live stream on it. No, for real. Like we'll. If there's, I mean, there are many great causes. Don't
Yeah, I was gonna
send
say
them all
tag-
in because
tag a
listen, there are
charity or
tons of them.
something.
But there is that would be a good idea. We do like a live stream like sleepover. Just sit around in our pajamas.
Oh God, what were we gonna sing? Kumbaya? What the fuck?
Maybe.
No, we do
Pajamas. It's a robe, my good sir.
this. Yes.
Oh,
for sure.
God.
Oh
boy.
God! Why'd you say
It's
that?
out, everybody.
You getting the whiskey?
We're starting then.
Oh, nice. Is this yours or mine?
No, that's yours.
Oh,
He just grabbed the whiskey.
I just grabbed whiskey.
Yeah, what's
What
going
is
on?
this?
Did you drink everything up? There's almost nothing here.
No,
we
no,
were just here a couple of
here,
weeks
no,
ago.
get-
No, that was behind.
There were like 4 bottles on the floor. We came here to get loaded and also do a show.
Tequila.
And it didn't really pan out.
Some behind the.
Yeah, we haven't. No, this was the. This was
Oh, you
the
didn't
stuff
pop the
behind.
card who yet?
No, I haven't. No, let's open that too. I just see. All right. Let me see what I got.
No, open everything. Just mix it all together. We'll catch
You
up.
request to get loaded, you get loaded. Welcome to a shared universe.
Yes. Come to a Shared Universe podcast studio, now located in Homedale and Eatontown, where we
And your
promise
local
you
pub.
good spirits and good times. You got to put that shit on the website. That is gold. actually. So,
He just made you an advertisement.
I mean, listen.
He can write you a fucking jingle too. Just
I
don't
am
know
a
it good.
semi-professional voiceover person, so I know what's up. I know how to handle such.
I like how Ming puts the
Such copy.
coffee mug nearest me. Like I expect, like, hello, gentlemen.
It's full of. It's the only thing I
That
had.
would
I
be.
thought I had 4 of these LG insurance glasses, but I can't find the other 2. They
all
might
good.
be outside.
All right, it's a dry night for us, dude.
Dry night for me.
No, there's glassware in the kitchen. Do you want glasses? You want 2 more?
There it is.
I'll go get 2 more.
I mean, after the show.
No,
It's all right. It's all right. It's
all right.
You-
All right.
it's
Well,
your show, man.
while you guys are busy with this, I have a funny story.
Let's hear it.
So, I mentioned it was a couple weeks ago on the show for people just tuning in live. First of all, thanks for sticking around. But aside from that, I said how basically my parents have a smartphone because of Ozzie Osbourne. That was actually the title of an episode a few weeks back. Because
And a hilarious story.
It is a really funny story. Just to give you the bullet point version, the full version will probably go up as a video clip in relation to this. That might be the throwback clip in like 2 weeks. But anyway, so they watched Ozzie and Jack's World Detour, where Ozzie and his son Jack would go around to national monuments, visit all the different states in the country and stuff like that to make up for lost time because Ozzie was on tour when Jack was growing up. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Ozzie has an iPhone and he would always, Siri, call Sharon. Siri, it's me. What time do I need to be up in the morning? Stuff like that. And he would get an answer. Now, my parents being in their 70s, they're not tech savvy. I realize that it may not seem obvious, but yeah, they're not too tech savvy. So when they saw you could talk to the phone and actually get a response from it, they said,
Wait,
can
what?
all
That's
phones
a
do
thing?
that? I
Well,
said,
The
basically,
phone speaks.
the phone will answer your
Skynet?
questions. A smartphone will reply to you if you want, or you can ask it things and it will then pull up an answer, if not dictate the answer to you. So anyway, my parents finally got a smartphone like kind of between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, I'm surprised it only took about 2 months for my mother to get the handle of text messaging, because I started getting text messages from her. And it was kind of surprising because I've had my parents as a contact in my phone for as long as I've had a cell phone, for like 20 years. And
But to get the text.
was
Was it coherent?
it
Was it wholesome?
Probably. It was probably something loving and sweet.
Was it all in caps?
No,
The
it
real
was,
question.
It was all in lowercase and commas where the period should be. I mean, it wasn't perfect.
All proper.
It was the macaroni picture of text messages. Let's put it that way. So now she's getting into emojis and she's doing the voice dictation, like voice to text and things like that.
Be careful, man. The next step is minion memes. They're going to start just sharing those really crappy minion memes.
Well, and she's asking what all the buttons are on the keyboard, like where the emojis. She found the emojis. Like I haven't explained GIFs or anything like that to her. So
Christ.
What?
Yeah,
What's the
that's
over under on Tinder and OnlyFans?
you have no idea. I have told my parents that they should
His
do
dad?
a show. I don't know. I have a feeling my dad hijacks the tablet before my mother gets on the morning. My dad's still an early riser, always has been. My mother, my sister, and I, not so much. So I have a feeling he's probably on that tablet browser. But
incognito, he
He's
learned about
He
it.
found
That's
out about
just
how
an
to use a
assumption.
Visa card for
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, they learned.
he's like, how do I put cash in this thing? He's trying to feed it in like a self checkout.
It's
like putting a 10 in.
It says give tip. I'm throwing my money. I don't see
You
it
know what you should
happening.
get him for Christmas? One of those card sliders you can plug into the phone.
yeah, like a square.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
square
yeah.
thing.
Oh man, best money I'll ever spend on the man. That's a good idea.
Honey, what is OnlyFans.com?
So here's the funny part. So my mother's the youngest of three. She has two older brothers, and they've both had smartphones. They've been texting for years. She was the last one to join in because of a fear of technology, if I'm going to call it that, because that's what it is. And so now her brothers are aware that she texts. So my Uncle Rich was texting her from church on Easter Sunday.
Okay.
Okay, now these two people in their 70s are basically elementary school kids. Like that's the shit they get in trouble for is
Right.
texting during class.
Right. Yeah.
My uncle is in church, sat in the back by himself. Unfortunately, he's a widower, but he's sitting like further back, texting my mother. Anyway, so how this story comes about is I'm on the phone with my mother later in the day on Easter Sunday. And she tells me, "You'll be very proud of me. I learned something new." Okay. And I'm waiting for it because I'm thinking this has to do with the phone or the tablet. Those are the only thing, or the Fire Stick. Like she didn't sign out of all the accounts of the Fire Stick. Awesome. She figured out how to exit. So, Mom, just hit the home button. That's my answer to everything with regard. That's a whole other. I could do a whole hour on that, but that's a whole other thing.
At least your mom could have an understanding of the buttons. My grandma's at the point where I'm just like, all you need to know is volume, power, and channel.
That's
I
it.
tape up
Just
the
say
rest
yes.
of the phone. I'm sorry,
Dude,
man.
my answer to everything is home button. I can't get to YouTube. Press the home button. Your father won't wake up. Press the home button. Everything's the home button on the Fire Stick. But anyway,
I miss you. Press the home button.
Yeah, right. And I'll show up at home. So anyway, here's how she tells me what she learned. Your uncle was in church and he's texting me, and I said, "I can't believe you're in service right now." He said, "Oh, I'm in the back. Nobody's gonna know." Mm-hmm. So she tells me, I can't. If I do it in her voice, I'm going to laugh even harder. So I'm just going to have to do it in my voice,
Okay.
folks. Sorry. If you came here for the impressions, I'm sorry to
Okay.
There
cut it
goes
short. So
Well, bye.
he's texting her, and she thought that she should silence her phone so that when she sent him a message, his phone wouldn't go off.
Ah, okay. Doesn't work that way.
No, it does not. But she was so proud. And being a good son, I said, "Mom, I hate to knock you off this cloud, but it doesn't matter. Your phone could be on full volume."
Wait.
Uncle Rich's phone needs to be muted so that his phone doesn't make noise when
Right.
he gets any text, phone calls, anything like that.
Which I'm sure he did already, especially if he's sitting in church.
Well, I'm sure he knew because he's been but she's not even 4 months deep into smartphone ownership, so she had no idea.
Oh, so
But-
this is recent.
Oh yeah, this was Easter Sunday.
This
in
Easter.
December.
Yes.
Oh no, this just happened.
Oh my god.
That I broke my mother's heart by letting her know that what she thought she learned
But
was
wait,
meaningless.
I want to know though, what did she type to think that she could lower the phone of the volume?
It doesn't
of
matter. It doesn't matter. He's in church, so she's trying to be respectful.
No,
thinking her brother is
she
just
knows-
sitting in the back of church, like, "Hey, I got another text message."
She knows to drop down the menu from the top and just hit the speaker until
Right, right.
there's a line
Yeah.
through it to silence it. But
Oh my god.
wow, I felt bad having to break it to her. But she really thought she figured out something, and I thought I can't carry on this lie.
Yeah. Well, no, because you got to tell her then, because she's gonna try to silence everybody's phones from,
Well,
from
yeah, exactly.
remotely.
Like, make sure your phone's
Yeah,
on
yeah,
silent.
yeah.
It's
So you got to, yeah,
She's gonna be the movie, the pre-ad before the fucking movies. Like, please silence your devices.
Did you hear that, Uncle Joe? Silence your device.
Oh God! The next get together you guys have, that's all she's gonna be yelling at her brothers for.
That's cool. Yeah, old people with smartphones is fun, man.
Oh yeah,
and your
it's
parents,
a riot.
Your parents have a tablet too, like an iPad.
They got a Fire tablet. Yeah.
Fire tab. Does that? Can you play Candy Crush on that? Are your parents
Oh,
into Candy
God.
Crush?
My mother has so far. She's checked her email and read the Washington Post. That's it.
No Candy
so,
Crush?
No, not yet.
Yeah, my mom is a serious addict.
Really?
She's at some god level. I don't even know. Like I didn't. Yeah, this is what she's doing.
The
in
game's telling
retirement.
her to stop.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. My mom is too.
Really? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
I didn't know old people loved it so much.
That-
but
that's
they
My
can't
mom's
even,
not
It's
old.
colorful and
just like,
That's my dad.
I love you, Mom, but like you shouldn't be at level 3,522. That's not right.
So Chris has met my parents. Obviously, we've known each other for God knows how many years now. So he's met my
Forever.
dad, and you know how quiet and reserved my father is.
Absolutely.
Right?
Never know he was your father.
No, not at all. So he recently got a smartphone. He has an iPhone now.
Okay.
Within the last 2 years, and this is the man that used to yell at me for getting any type of new technology because of Skynet. Like he honestly thought.
No, that was
Wow.
he gave us a lecture a couple of years ago. We started hanging out heavily in 2008 when I
Yes.
moved back to
Yeah.
Jersey.
Especially when your father and my father got together.
Oh God, that was because they grew up in the same neighborhood in Newark
Right.
a couple of years apart. So that was a that was
just-
a night to
you wanted to
remember.
just
a lot of
record just
reminiscing
that.
about bygone era Newark.
Wow,
But
so he's really worried about Judgment Day.
He very much
he's talking
was.
to us one night. We're all over there for dinner. Andrew and I and Ryan and our girlfriends at the time. Andrew's now wife.
Yeah.
And literally telling us about like, no, this is how this is all going. I mean, he's also a Trekkie.
Right.
So we thought, he's watched too much
But
science fiction.
You can't stop it by not using it though.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like you just gotta.
Yeah,
I
you just
mean-
got to give
I mean,
it.
he never got to the
join
point
the
where he's
board
like,
collective.
Right.
Those
you-
things
yeah,
in body snatchers.
You either give in or you resist.
Resistance
and you're
is
Kyle
futile.
Reese and you can't. Yeah, like yeah,
Come
you
on.
can't.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Like,
or
your lack
John
of
Connor.
movement or silence does nothing.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
part of the problem.
Yes.
right.
So
or you can go off the grid completely, I guess. But
I
that, even
wouldn't
that doesn't
at that
solve
point in his
anything.
life, if that was an option, I would not have doubted he would have done that.
Okay.
I definitely would have not.
Do you think it's because I think this is partly why it is with the tablet and the smartphone in short succession? Now, my parents have been retired for over a decade
Sure.
now, but do you think that's part of it? Because your father's retired fairly recently.
It
Do you
could
think
be.
boredom is a factor?
Oh my God, yes. Oh yes.
Because I mean, look, The Price is Right's only on 1 hour a day. I mean, the rest of the time, my father's just in the kitchen picking at stuff. You know, just eating. That's the other text I get. All he does is eat. Thanks, Mom. I grew up in that house. I know. But
Thanks for the updates,
yeah,
Mom.
thanks for the breaking news, Mom.
So,
Oh,
but no,
Dad's
going,
eating.
Going
You're
back
kidding.
to the Candy Crush thing, yes. Now he has an iPhone. I'm surprised he texted me. He said, "Can you call me after work?" I'm like, "Holy shit, it's legible. It's proper
That's spelled properly.
punctuation."
Yeah.
And then I call him and he answers. And then when I get there, what's he doing? In his lazy boy, because he had to have a lazy boy. That's always I'm like,
Sitting
what
there
the fuck
on
are
Candy
you
Crush.
doing?
You
mean,
lost
what's
your
it-
dad to Candy Crush.
Oh my God, yes.
Tasty.
Andrew, this thing says tasty. Delicious.
Why is it talking to
I
me?
must put this down. Play more.
Okay.
You can't put me down.
I told you
much
it's the end of
candy.
the
The
world.
phone- yeah,
It's so
the
delightful.
phone told me. He resisted forever, and now he's in, and he doesn't even want to come out.
No, he doesn't.
Hey,
No,
hon, the tablet's nicer than you. I'm not putting this down.
this one says he loves me.
My mom's new husband is the Fire tablet.
Yeah, real quick. I think one of the last times I went home, my mom's tablet broke, and I was like, "Well, we'll just go get you a new one at Best Buy." It was World War III. If I couldn't transfer Candy Crush data over to the new one, and I didn't know how to do it. Like I don't play Candy Crush. I was
Right,
like, crap.
right.
Like you know,
Can
if the-
you?
It's probably
Can you-
He has 90 jobs. Oh, I'm sorry. I was asking, can you play Candy Crush? Of
I
course.
found out you can. I was like, okay, like 'cause she, we're trying to back it up on in the cloud and transfer it over. It didn't work. I was like, holy, she's panicking. She's like, oh, do I have to start all over? I'm like, Mom, I'll figure it out.
You should have been like, yes.
Yeah, you sign into an account, and that's where it stores your level data. I was like, thank God. But like, this is.
I am not starting
Could have
from
been.
level
Yeah.
one.
It was
All of a sudden
that
she's,
bad.
like,
where she
morphing.
was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like shaking with
yeah.
How
But
dare
that-
you?
Candy is the precious. It's the precious.
Yes, precious.
Ming, I need you to fix my tablet for me.
Yeah, and I was like, what if I can't do it? What if this doesn't work? It's over. Life is as she knows it is over.
You are no longer her son.
Right, I would have gotten disowned. I think I would have been cut out of the inheritance if I didn't get that Candy Crush level back. But I got it, thank God.
I would have too.
But then I was like, Mom, you just log in. I think it stores your data. And she couldn't remember her password. All this weird data recovery. It was going to an old
Gee,
account.
forgetting
It was
passwords is a
thing.
problem with your parents?
It was a whole thing.
That's
I
a
was
problem
like,
with
oh
my wife.
God.
Oh my god.
So
You married a blonde. I don't want to hear it.
for anybody out there, you have elderly parents that get their login and passwords. And
You create the login and password.
You create
Yeah.
it, write it down, whatever.
Let
and
the
then,
annoyance of having to have them text you, what's the password? Don't worry, it's a minor inconvenience compared to resetting the
Yeah,
same
I'm just
shit.
gonna get like a diary, like one of those password diaries you can get. I'm just
that-
gonna like keep it tucked away, like it's like
certain
it's gonna be on me, like one of those mythic characters, in,
Hang on,
fantasy
man, I got
novels
you.
where it's like this holds the key to my parents' future.
What are you buying?
Thank you,
what
Abigail,
Are
for
you
your
selling?
compliment.
They're selling chocolates.
Abigail's loving your
Chocolate!
impressions, which you are a trained voice actor, correct?
Sure, let's call it trained.
Okay.
I'm a smart ass who doesn't know when to shut up.
But I mean-
That's all. That's my
okay.
qualification.
But you've done voice acting.
I actually
great.
have.
Okay, just
Thanks,
disclaimer, everybody. So
Yeah, so that's I can't avoid it if I tried. Unfortunately,
It's great.
Thanks,
It's
man.
fun. It's
great.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, actually, I got to say, because this is our first time at Bell Works, if you didn't catch it at the beginning of the show, is people are tuning in, or the same amount of people are tuning out as are tuning in now.
Andrew's too loud. I'm turning this off.
I mean, maybe. There we go. Problem solved, everybody.
yeah, there's no switch on that.
I do
mic.
like the.
Yeah, it's not the old school one.
Damn. No, I do like the champagne room kind of vibe of these velour curtains we have here behind us. It's like
I'm
it's
a big Twin Peaks fan.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't know, if you go in the other in the couch setup, there's a zigzag rug over there. So
You know, I didn't even pick up on that, but
yeah,
kudos.
I'm missing.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to get a midget in here, but that's been proved to be very tough. So
It's not that tough. We can hire a few. There's probably a few on OnlyFans. Let's
Yeah.
just bring it all back together and get us a
Hey,
midget that
hey,
does.
hey, Blackout. Ming needs your assistance right now.
All right, stop kissing their ass for 5 minutes. Let's go through one show and kissing up to your
probably-
buddies. And
They
Yeah.
find someone.
they will. They will get somebody.
yeah,
Don't
but
challenge them.
I'm glad you're here. I know you stopped by a couple times, for quick visits, but I mean, it's truly fun to podcast into.
Oh, it totally
yeah.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
as is the other studio. This one's a little more stripped down. And by stripped, I mean again,
and it's not as
champagne room.
fucking hot.
Yeah, they
Eatontown is a
All right.
fucking oven.
To be fair, it is not our fault. It's not our fault.
So yeah, also update. There's been an AC guy in all week. He's
yeah?
installed like sensors, all kinds of stuff.
in
It's-
Eatontown.
Yes,
Yeah,
hopefully
okay.
it's better this year.
That's definitely a
because-
condition of Andrew's because he's.
Yeah,
Dude,
no, that yeah.
I don't want to be.
I don't even like wearing shorts. Why is it I need to come in? So
It is
fucking
very-
hot. Open a window.
Oh, says the guy who wears fucking boots and jeans all the goddamn time.
All the time. It's almost time to break out the spring leather jacket.
Good God.
No, he's not. He's 100%
I'm not.
serious.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
He
I
just
know
got
you're
new
not.
I'm
boots.
smiling at the camera.
He got new
I'm
boots.
dedicated to the.
I'm not
I
looking.
have never. I've seen this.
I'm
man
not
in
giving him the
sneakers
status. God damn
once.
Nice.
Once. I have seen him in sneakers.
This is not. No. I wear sneakers sometimes, but when we met, I was wearing sneakers. Because I'll never forget that moment. No, it's because my senior year of high school, his sophomore year, Latin 2. Forget if you've followed for a while, you've heard the story 100 times over. But I wore Chuck Taylors at the beginning of my senior year of high school. So to be fair, when you met me, I was a sneaker guy, and that was when I got into boots, actually, senior year of high school. And I've just never taken them off.
Literally. They're
Yeah.
moments
Oh,
we
it's the
speak.
same pair.
I wear them to bed.
Ever since.
No, that's the problem. I just found these boots this week. I've been looking for boots forever because I have yet to learn my lesson to buy 2 pairs of shoes. You know, it's something your parents tell you, bring it back to parents for a moment, is that if you find a comfortable pair of shoes, buy a second pair. It's 100% true because every time I like a pair of boots, they're not going to be made anymore.
Right.
So I am buying a second pair of these as soon as I get the alert that they're back in stock because finally.
Yeah, you'd be
I got
surprised how
some.
difficult it is to find size 15 Tims.
You're kidding.
I'm not playing at all.
All right, Shaq. God.
Sorry.
Calm down. Homeboy's 6'5", so if anybody's he's just a big guy.
No,
he's a big guy.
Chris is
All
not
in.
a hoodie in the summer type. However, if you watched any of the other shows and seen Ryan is a hoodie with basketball shorts in the winter type.
All right.
I've seen people like that. I'm just like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, pick a season.
What did society do to you? Yeah.
Well, it's like the people who wear like hoodies and then shorts and flip flops. It's like make up your mind. Like,
Oh, you gotta be
are
careful.
your
And
You gotta be
socks.
careful.
are your calves always warm?
You gotta be careful, dude. There's a guy named Kevin who is in jorts 24/7. So just be careful.
I'm
That
so
guy,
sorry, boss.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
saying.
that guy, the 50-year-old in the backwards hat. I know you're talking about. Just kidding. Just kidding.
He's
Love
one of the
you.
5 that's
Love you,
watching.
Kevin, but
possibly-
not anymore. It's like, fuck
watch
this.
this
I was
number
looking to
drop.
support a couple of hometown boys and my friend, but now if they're going to make fun of my outfit. No, listen, see, he has a persona. He's not some dickhead walking around the mall. That's what I'm talking about.
Sure,
So,
but I mean,
he's
always,
got an image.
I think he's always worn those jorts. So like for
Yeah, but
a long
that's
time.
fine because he is
who he is.
He is somebody.
he's him.
Yeah, if he was just some rando, they'd be like, look at this idiot in a hoodie and a
Yeah, I'm
shorts.
trying to remember. I think I've only seen him in pants like in the 20 plus years I've known, maybe 5 times. I think.
Andrew's seen me in shorts probably 4 times.
Yeah.
And
The
luckily
night
once
that
in
I-
swim trunks.
I almost fell into the Atlantic Ocean at Point Pleasant when I saw you in shorts.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that was after a breakup, so I was trying to be incognito.
Okay. Oh, so he wears
I'm
less
very easy to
clothing.
spot. I'm very easy to spot in boots, jeans, shirt, leather jacket.
So he wears less
sunglasses.
clothing, so we now have to wear sunglasses around him because he's glaringly white.
But that's easy to spot him at the beach. Hey, where's Chris?
Oh,
you
he's glowing. Oh, that guy.
God.
He's translucent. I get it.
Moon tan.
Second
Yes.
star to the right and straight on till morning.
Yes.
Wow. Listen, we told you it wasn't going to be an hour. So stick around, everybody. Yeah, right. Like I said, put the kids to bed. And we'll have some fun tonight.
You know what's
Anyway.
it was wild because you were talking about
Kevin, yeah.
Kevin wearing
Pants.
I saw him wear pants and it threw me off.
Where?
'Cause
When?
when he came to the
You sure it was
stash
him?
to record and I saw him in pants and I was like, who the fuck is this?
He's wearing pants.
He was wearing pants. I was like, what the hell? It was very weird because then he changed into the jorts for the recording.
Oh,
And
so,
I was
okay,
like,
okay, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, there's the persona. But
Because
when
like
I saw him,
he even wears jorts when he's like on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much. Yeah.
I
yeah.
that's his thing.
but I love that though. I love that he's gotten to a point where he could just show up to a red carpet premiere
with a sport jacket on, like a t-shirt and
gra-
shorts.
I love it.
Dude,
That's,
I wouldn't change my if I was in his position, I wouldn't be dressing any differently than I do right now. Anyway, this is how I've dressed as long as you've known me. So
Yeah,
we're talking
absolutely.
at least 20 years, definitely longer than that, because my life it happened before Andrew came into the picture. Believe it or not. So
Right on, man.
it's been a long time.
What,
So I can't blame him for
What
sticking around.
what spearheaded you guys coming here tonight?
You know what? Everybody's vaccinated, so that's kind of the double meaning of Chris Alive too. Aside
Oh,
from
cool.
the fact that it's an excellent title,
Yeah.
it's better than a certain album title, and we're all alive. We got our shots,
thank
so
God.
that is something to celebrate. Not trying to make less of the fact that cases are going up and everything, but the fact that none of us are going to kill each other. Good. We got our vaccines, so we're comfortable coming back to the studio, doing the live streams, also the Alive 2 second live stream. So, and it was time to actually just do something from here, especially because after
Is this your
visiting
first
here, I
time-
said, I'm definitely getting a lap
cool,
dance
okay,
when I
good.
come here next
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, there's nobody here, so I guess I'm going to be giving it. So if anybody wants a lap dance from an
wait
inexperienced
wait
man,
for the eventual Respect the Blackout podcast, then you're good.
Sure.
Okay?
I'm in.
Okay.
I will be here.
They'll fucking do it. But this is your first time here, though.
This is the first
Recording.
podcast here. Yeah, I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here before.
Yeah, they came in, we drank Metallica whiskey, and then they left.
That's how we partied. That's how the Cape folks
That was
party,
during
everybody.
Drink
Garden
the good
State,
shit, then lit.
Yeah, during the Garden State Film Festival. Well, we were supposed to. Ming had a lunch hour, so we were going to drop by and just visit and check it out. This is a couple of weeks ago, and then he had a last minute booking related to the Garden State Film Festival.
Yeah, but they're all
So he was
cool
booked for
too.
the
They're
hour.
like, well,
Yeah.
Metallica whiskey, yes, please.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
like,
they
come
were
on, guys!
good.
And I'm pouring them out for everybody. Like half the bottle was gone by the time
Yeah.
we left. And everybody's like, yeah, drink up, everybody. I was like, well, you're about to go on the air. See ya. And then that was it. And then we hung out that awesome balcony outside, which is just
yeah, the roof
dying
deck.
to have a live podcast done from out
Roof
there.
deck is great. Yeah,
the roof
for
deck
sure.
is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Roof deck here?
So-
or,
Yeah, here.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No,
can we
the
do
old-
one on the roof in Eatontown? That'd be interesting.
Didn't you
we-
do it once? Or you tried?
play hockey?
We
up there?
did. Yeah, we did. There's
Not in that building.
there's a roof access at the other studio where you're not really supposed to be up there because there's no railing or anything. It's not like a
Okay.
OSHA
official
approved.
And
Yeah,
I
somebody's
mean,
gonna show up. Be like, you guys can't do
Yeah,
this.
like you could legit if you go too far, you could fall off the building.
Oh,
But
I don't
yeah,
like podcasting that much.
Yeah, we haven't been up there in a while. They installed cameras in the stairwell, and I was like, all right, well, I like
snitches.
listen, yeah.
There,
Oh well.
Yeah, no. Then when Ming told me that and you showed me a picture, I was like, Ming, I don't care how much the podcast is. I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going on that
Yeah.
fucking roof. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because for one, I can't stand heights. I was telling
Yeah,
you
you
about
exactly.
Yeah.
I was
Fifth
telling you
floor.
I was telling you about the 5th floor here because I was here recently with some
Right.
friends and we went up
You
to
guys
the
went
5th
up.
and I got stuck on the bridge because I was like, oh, I don't want to look down.
Is that when you took your
I don't
album
like
photo?
heights.
How'd you get off?
Because my friends were like, we'll help you.
Yeah,
I was
close
like,
your eyes.
fuck
Oh,
no.
yeah.
And they just flanked you and like
Yeah.
walked you across.
And then
Yeah,
we
there's
took
gonna be
that.
okay.
Then we took that kick-ass album photo in the ballroom.
Nice.
But
Oh, that was here. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was in the
I was
ballroom.
wondering.
I was waiting for the rhymes to drop.
Fun fact: there is no fucking mixtape because like literally everyone that saw that, like, I was just joking, but everyone thought like, oh, there's a legit mixtape.
Yeah.
But now I'm tempted to be like,
No, now you
the
have to do something.
like but the mixtape's gonna be called mixtape.
Yes.
I mean, you've done so many songs on
System
your
of a
YouTube
Down
channel.
did an album called "Steal This Album." Like, come on. Like, there's a
Yeah, just
gentleman who
beckoning.
wrote a book called "Steal This Book." Like,
It's Abby Hoffman. Yes.
Thank you.
So steal.
Gotta
this
get up early
mixtape.
around here.
All right, I can do it. I can write some
Do it.
dumb raps. I
Steal
can do
this
Just do
mixtape.
covers.
Yeah.
that's the cover.
Just do what's your AI thing that you were pitching us before we started? I mean,
to be
sorry, we're talking about
determined.
this. Okay,
Yes,
sorry.
yes, to be determined.
That's two backstage.
Not trying to give away somebody else's. We're plugging everybody's stuff that already exists.
To be
you have
announced.
Yeah, it's
be
TBA from
announced.
this guy.
Just do Wu-Tang Triumph, and I guarantee you 500 sales instantly just for that song.
You can't cover hip hop, man. No, I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever.
yes.
You can't cover hip hop and you can't cover Prince. That's just how it
Well,
goes.
Prince, I
And
100%
Michael
agree with you.
Jackson. I don't think I.
There
hear
are some
many-
talented individuals out there that can copy that voice.
If I swear to God, if you tell me Alien Ant Farm,
Fuck no! Fuck no! No, but you see the little 6-second clips on like YouTube and whatnot of guys who have a incredibly similar voice to Michael, like bad.
like
right,
almost
yeah,
like
who can get that
Yeah.
same tone? Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. There's
And
a lot
that'd
of
be
that.
the only way you could cover Michael is like 100% following what the song was. I don't think you can take his songs and not so much remix, but change the tone and everything of the songs because they're set in such a way.
yeah, they're like when you think of like Beat It or Smooth Criminal, like
That's
they're,
it.
They're stuck in that
Yeah.
thought process. Like you can't do a cover of those songs.
As opposed to like Johnny Cash with Hurt, where like Hurt from Nine Inch Nails and Johnny Cash's version of Hurt are two completely different
That's the only way you could do a cover song. You either need to basically recreate the original, or you
blow
need
the
to
original
just
out the
you
water.
just need to do completely your own version of it.
And then if you were
That's
to
the
do
only
that,
way.
and then if you were to do that with Michael, everyone would call you a blowhard or a tryhard. Everyone would be like, "What the
absolutely.
fuck's
That's
wrong
true,
with you?
too.
You're not better."
Oh, speaking of short clips, actually,
Oh, geez.
because
I
it's
thought
been
you were
brought
gonna
to
say-
my attention.
I thought you were going to say, "Speaking of blowhard," and you looked at Andrew. And I was like, "Damn,
He's
I was
right
like, that's
here.
me.
No,
He's like
no.
right here.
That is for the OnlyFans. You're welcome.
Damn it! I should
So-
have seen that coming.
I-
Oh,
you
damn it!
You'll hear it coming too.
It's all right.
Oh!
Whoa, settle down. All right, are you 1 or 2 drinks in? Never mind. This was full when he poured it in.
Are you going to start the show again the other time like I had with the other whiskey?
Yeah, you're not hijacking this show to talk about fucking liquor for an hour. Hey, everybody, welcome to Andrew's show, and we're here to talk about booze. Like, all right. Not now. It'll happen. You'll have to do like fill-in host. I'll take a week off, and you can do a booze-oriented episode under this banner.
Don't tempt him. He'll do it.
No, I know he'll do it. Look, sometime I gotta take a break. I'm a real burn the candle at both ends kind of guy. So one of these weeks, I'm gonna need I can't just get Ming and drink whiskey for
Just
an
get
hour.
Ming. He's just volunteering you
I
right
don't
now.
care. It's gonna happen. No, a couple people have come at me because I've been pumping out video clips a lot on the YouTube channel, the Half-Assed Media YouTube channel. If you're not aware, check that out. Subscribe. 2 to 3 clips a week, and people have said you're pumping out a lot of video clips. Have you thought about starting a TikTok account for Cape?
Oh, jeez.
And first of all, I thought TikTok was basically just for the air traffic controller dances because that's all I ever see on TikTok. I mean, I know people's doorbell cams and stuff get shared from there as well, but I do see a lot of stuff shared for TikTok, but does it have to be dancing? Should we just do one now?
Yes,
just
it does have to be dancing.
No,
does,
you,
right?
you can
On
do
there?
reaction videos. You can do the little pointy thing.
Is
Like,
it-
listen to Cape podcast.
Wait, all right, we better do some moves now. We got to give us a beat. Can you?
There you go. That's all it costs. Why did Andrew just walk out?
Close the door. That door locks him inside. Close it.
He's like, I need more booze for this.
Okay, good. That's the first clip. Perfect.
You can duet, but the reaction videos are fun.
Yeah.
The reactions are fun.
I
The
haven't
duets
been-
are funny.
I don't have a TikTok account. I've never downloaded the app or anything. People are like, we should just put those clips on there because people put videos or whatever. And to be honest, the stuff spreads like crazy. I see TikTok videos shared across every platform.
Sure.
So
Yep.
I thought, well,
Yeah.
the videos are made anyway. It's not like I'd be doing something
Yeah,
different.
you can lip sync. You can do all kinds of stuff.
I've never seen a platform where you could go so easily viral. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
people blown up like crazy.
Yeah.
So they said you actually do a show. Like you are doing something. You're not just doing a clip. But you can make a clip out of it, and then it'll turn people onto the show, which is why I thought, okay, maybe I do need to get off my high horse for a little bit here.
Sure.
And then get in on an app. Because, TikTok's 2-3 years old at this point? But it's still on the incline.
I'll tell you, it was the weirdest thing because I had someone send me a TikTok with one of the songs I had made, and I
shit.
was like, this is crazy
Yep.
because I'm a.
Abigail says
I
she's
made-
in.
Yeah, she's a big TikToker.
I made.
Ask her; she'll teach you, man.
Oh, awesome.
Abigail teach us the way.
She's got
Noted.
the milkshake for TikTok. Yes, I went there. I'm that white.
I don't know what that is. So
just.
apparently I have some urban edge to me that Andrew doesn't. So
But no, it was wild because someone was because I
That's cool,
wrote a
dude.
song
Yeah.
for Has Been Hotel. Do you remember?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
remember?
yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like
I know
it
of
wasn't
it.
officially part of it, but I just wrote it because
A tribute, yeah.
yeah. And then someone sent me a video of them doing like a makeup reveal, and it was my song, and I was like, "Oh, that's
that's
so
pretty
cool.
cool.
I was like,
Really?
"This is dope," but it was still bizarre because I was like, "Don't steal my data."
like, please, this is my art. Don't co-opt it and make people think like this is your
Please don't.
song.
Thank you,
Credit
Abigail.
me.
Someone got it.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the TikTok.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I thought there were
Yes,
going to be
it does.
milkshakes here with the curtains and the whole setup, and apparently we booked here for nothing. So next time, Eatontown,
You know, if
everybody.
you got here an hour earlier, Jersey
coulda had ice cream.
Freeze
Son of
was
a bit-
open.
Oh.
You could have gotten some really good milkshakes down
Yeah,
there, but
yeah.
that's your
Abigail will
fault.
come to on the show and bring milkshakes too.
Yes.
Both
do that.
milkshakes.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm
you'll
not
have-
just being a
Camera
dick.
off.
What kind of show does she do here?
Or you'll have to go on the her
He
show.
didn't
I
even
don't
have
know.
anything to drink.
Future
yet.
guest.
Chica's Project Podcast, everybody.
Awesome.
Check it out. Subscribe.
Yes, for sure.
Sold. Bring your friends from OnlyFans.
Bring out virus.
Listen, and here's why I'm not saying that for me. I'm saying because guys are dumb. Trust me, I have a lifetime of experience in this. We're dumb.
So dumb.
They will tune in. They will watch just because we are that simple. Just be like, ooh, woman, pretty, and we'll click on it. Bring your OnlyFans friends. Bring models. Bring everyone. Bring them in here. Not for me. For the clicks.
Not
the
for me.
likes.
I'm just.
It's for the podcast. It's for the podcast.
That's it. It's for the podcast.
for the love of
it's not for me
It
at all.
it could be completely rated G, Abigail, but Men, boobs.
Exactly.
Click.
Having said that, cast party after the show. So
That's X.
now we are going to have to call it a night at some point. So I promised this on my social media yesterday.
Okay.
Do we need to call it a night, or are you sleeping here tonight? If so, we'll just keep going.
I might be. Take a couple more minutes.
All right.
Go for
Well,
it.
I promised on my social media because yesterday I visited Joey Ramone's grave, as we talked about earlier. It was the 20th anniversary of his passing yesterday, April 15th. And yeah, it's one of those things where I was always a Ramones fan, but only with hindsight have I realized how important they were for me. Because we didn't even get to listener mail. Okay, well, maybe we could squeeze that in. But when I started playing guitar at 16, I just wanted to be like all the guitar heroes of the 80s and all the guys I loved who were super technically proficient. As much as people want to piss on 80s rock, if nothing else, you had to be super Shh, I'm talking. Just sit there.
I got three
Here,
words for you,
let
my
me talk.
friend. Eddie Van Halen.
Exactly.
All right, done.
Nothing wrong with it. And when that guy wanted to play keyboards, that's when that band started using keyboards. So suck it, Van Hagar haters. Anyway, so I wanted to be like those guys, technically proficient, be able to solo my ass off for days. And my hands just wouldn't cooperate. So about 2 years in, I said, I think I'm done with this. I am not going to be the musician that I hoped I was going to be. So right around the time I met you, actually, no coincidence, I swear. But I said, I think I might be done with this, which was senior year of high school. And thankfully, because two of my friends, Dan being one of them, you may know him from the show, I got turned on to the Ramones and punk rock, and it made such a huge difference because finally I was able to play a song top to bottom, and once I learned the one song, I could play about 48 songs because they're all just variations on the 1-4-5. And
Oh, 2020.
oh, are we gonna? You want to jam some? I Want to Be Sedated?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's, oh boy.
Why not?
Don't do it.
All right. Well, let me just. All right. Let me just put a button on this story because this is what everybody's tuning in for. See, the numbers are going up. Everyone's like, oh. Yeah, Andrew, keep drinking. All right, that's what's helping. It's like he's quiet over there. He's just sitting and stewing. Like I have things to say too and shit. Anyway, so
He's not arguing.
that
with
was
it,
really
too.
important. I got this guy's number. Don't worry about it. So it was really important for me in terms of that was what kept me playing guitar because I would have given up. Fast forward all the different events, not to give you a whole autobiography. You'll have to buy that one of these days, or just keep listening to the show and you'll get it in bits and pieces. But kept playing guitar. That was the goal forever, was to just be a working musician, and ended up going to Musicians Institute in Hollywood and spent 2 years out there. After graduation, moved back to Jersey. After 4 years here to pursue voiceover and things like that, moved back to California because that seemed like the right move because I couldn't get any traction in the New York area, getting some entertainment work. So, but all that came from initially going to California, and going to California came from guitar. And the Ramones were a huge part of that. And it's one of those things that in hindsight, I hadn't really, now I understand, but at the time I didn't think about kind of how important that they were.
Yeah, like you think back on it and you're like, oh wow, like that actually had such a major impact on like who I am.
Totally.
Like it shaped you.
And
like,
had it not been introduced to them, I don't know how the story would have shaped up. Like,
everyone's
legitimately.
everyone's got those type of stories. Like when you look back and you're like, oh wow, like I didn't realize how much that actually meant to me until you realize it's not
the
there.
benefit of hindsight. When you look back and you're like, wow, that made such an incredible difference. I mean, Ming told a great story if you go to the YouTube channel because we're plug machines here on the show. Sure. He tells a great story about how he got hooked up with Kevin Smith. And how that came to be just because of
like no joke. That is
being
one of
a
my
fan.
favorite stories.
It's an amazing story, and we're not going to tell it here because we want you to go to the YouTube channel. But
real
sorry,
quick, that
love you.
what's it? The Musicians Institute, the
Yes.
guitar school. Did you go and graduate?
Oh
and
yeah,
you
I got
did
a
the whole
degree.
thing? That's cool. How, and was that like a 2-year thing or?
It's an
like
associate's degree in 18 months.
18 months.
It's like a conservatory almost.
It's
like,
more or less.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a certificate program for a year, and I got there, and I was maybe a month in, and I said, I'm going to do the degree program. Number one, I wanted to just play guitar every day for another 6 months because I was at the height of my powers in 2008 when I got out of there.
Taking your money. Might as well just.
Well, also the degree part was for my parents. Like, a degree isn't going to get you a job. I mean, a degree from guitar college and $2 may get you, a day pass for the bus, but otherwise, it's not really worth a hell of a lot. You don't go for an audition. They're like, so show us your degree.
That's cool. You're the only person I know that's went there and then graduated. I think Brian Johnson tried to go there.
Oh, really? Yeah,
he went
he's
to
a
LA.
metalhead,
He
so
was
it wouldn't
about to
surprise me.
start classes, and then he saw a woman jump off a roof of a building, on like Sunset or something, and he was like, "Screw this," and he went back to Jersey.
LA is nuts.
Wow.
That was his
That's an
grand.
omen.
That was his grand plan, though. Was he signed up and everything
No
to the
shit.
guitar school? I only have to
Wow.
assume it was this one.
I mean, if it was out there, that had.
Yeah,
I mean,
yep,
at
it
the
was.
time, that would have been the one because I imagine that was the '80s, probably after high
and
school,
then he
right?
saw a woman jump off a building,
that
and he was like,
Berkeley.
"Screw this town."
Yeah, that's an omen.
Yeah, and he took. And he came
I'm
back.
getting the hell out of here.
Yeah. So
Yikes. No, for me, it was rent. It's always the rent. Insane rent, and just not as many opportunities when I graduated, unless you want to sign a 12-month contract to play on a cruise ship. But at that time, I was in a relationship that was nearing its end, even if I didn't know it at the time. And I had an apartment lease. And I said, I don't know if I could do this for like $300 a week, just live on a cruise ship for a year. Like a year contract's a long time.
Sure.
If I was 19, like a lot of people who graduated with me,
Right.
maybe I would have been up for it. But at that point, I was 26 when I graduated.
yeah, I just thought, well, you can just go get a job as a session musician. Like that's everyone will get hired doing that. It's not true.
Well, and also in 2008, I mean, that's shortly after music became free. So it just wasn't the same industry anymore.
Nope.
And
Nope.
being in a band, it's so funny because somebody was asking me about that because I redid, the home studio and I get the guitar in the background. So a lot of people have kind of been asking about that because that's not as much of a part of the show or my, let's say, performance publicly as it used to be.
Sure.
So it's something that I kind of talk about, but haven't gotten as much into.
That's
but
cool.
It's still an important piece, and the Ramones were definitely a huge part of that for me. Where I don't know how things would have turned out because it opened me up to eventually California, which opened me up to living in California again,
Yep.
and then deciding to come back here.
Yeah,
after
that's
being
awesome,
burnt
though,
out.
man. That's cool.
And it's just interesting. So I owe a huge debt to the Ramones.
Where's the grave?
It's in Lyndhurst. It's 5 minutes from
Lyndhurst,
me.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
I'd never been there, so I went there for the first time yesterday.
Why Lyndhurst?
No
is there
idea.
a reason he's
I
there?
think there are other his
it a
birth name
family?
is Jeffrey Hyman. So the family does have a couple of gravestones there.
okay.
So that probably was
I was like,
a family. That's
Okay.
probably a family plot, and that's why he's there.
So
That's my assumption.
who remains? Is Dee Dee still around?
No, he died a year after
There's-
Joey.
I think
Johnny
they're all-
died.
I think they're mostly all
04.
gone.
Yeah,
just
and Marky's around. I know Marky's still around. So.
Yeah,
CJ.
Marky's the only one around, and CJ. But CJ was also 20 years younger than them at the point when he joined. So
I
yes,
saw CJ
CJ's around.
Ramone live.
Really?
With a double bill of him. Triple bill. His band, Real Big Fish, and the Aquabats.
Oh wow,
At the Stone Pony.
That's
that
a
was
good,
a,
that's
that
a
was
good
a,
night
that was
out,
a
man.
great
That's
show.
a solid.
That was a
concert.
fantastic concert. That was one of my favorites.
I did meet Marky once. I went when he put out he always brought a camcorder on tour.
Yeah.
So they put out the Ramones Raw DVD in 2004, and he did a signing of that at
His
Virgin
last
Megastore.
name was
And-
Hyman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. it's
Hyman.
Yes, as in Hyman.
Go to
yes.
my Instagram. Chris sells out. You can see a picture of his grave. And
I don't know why that was so funny.
Lug
Go see
City,
a picture of someone
still
getting
driving
some
through
dead
Plug
person's
City,
grave.
everybody. And what a great idea! I could follow you and see tombstones of the famous dead. Yeah, you can.
Morbidity.
What the hell was I talking about?
the Ramones Guitar School.
Yes.
Yes. You know.
No,
I
you
haven't
probably
had
want to
any,
steal
and I'm already like, huh? What are we doing?
So Guitar School, and
yes.
you realize how much they were influenced.
Oh yeah, that. No, we gotten past that. Son of a bitch.
the show
know.
that he saw.
Can't remember.
Was a stack night.
Oh yeah. I met Marky. That was it. I met Marky at Virgin
Yeah,
Megastore.
good dude.
That
Good
was
dude.
a funny. Oh, you've met him too at the cons. I bet he does.
Nah,
the
he
cons,
was on the
doesn't
show. We had him on the show.
Holy shit! You guys had everybody.
We did have everybody.
But I know he does signings at conventions too. Like, he's all about the fans.
He
He's
does
still flying
artwork
the
on drum heads, and he was really into making robots out of old cell phones. So he brought
funny.
those. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
That's
that.
an interesting thing. Like,
Yes.
There was a really funny exchange that he and I had. Well, it wasn't so much an exchange as him talking. It was just my turn to go up to the table for him to sign the DVD. And he just looks up and says, "You ever see Jaws?" There's another impression, by the way. "You ever see Jaws?" I said, "Yeah, of course." He's like, "Do you remember the part where," and I can't think of the quote exactly, something about the bounty on the shark. And I don't remember exactly
Oh,
the
yeah,
piece of
yeah.
dialogue.
The
Do you know what it is?
chalkboard scene?
Yeah.
It's in that
one.
scene.
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, I remember that." He goes, "That was a great part." I don't know why I brought that up. And then he signed the DVD. It was just so random, but at the same time, that's kind of exactly what I hoped for.
He's like Chris
Was a
Farley.
story
Was like,
that.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
We're not worthy.
Oh, dude, I loved it.
I didn't realize who he was until after the show when a friend pulled me aside and was like, dude, he took your business card because I saw it
Oh,
perform,
yeah?
and I was like, here, if you need
Yep,
any video
sure.
work, here's my card. Not realizing he's not in the Jersey area all the time, but I was just like,
Right.
here. I thought I was networking because I was also going to try and connect with the Aquabats.
Right.
But then my friend was like, dude, you realize like Cedric Ramon has your fucking business card now. Like I was like, what?
That's pretty
It
sweet.
was like, yeah, look forward to whatever info may come your way, and nothing ever.
Get him on one of your songs. Like, hey, remember me from a couple of years ago when concerts were a thing?
Yeah. Hey, man, I worked for Mattel now. I worked for Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm official now.
Yeah,
Let's do a
man.
collab.
You hear that, CJ? If anybody in CJ's circle is watching, then
Of course,
Yeah,
let
man.
him
totally.
know. Arcade Player 1 over here.
Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty
that's
cool.
totally
I got to
cool.
say, that was just a funny story. Just the idea that he, for some reason, thought of Jaws, and I got
Yep.
to hear it. What a great moment. Do we have quick time for some listener mail?
Let's do it.
Or
Let's
we
do it.
all
Let's
right,
do
let's
it.
do it real quick. I was going to print these out, and someone reminded me what year it was, so they're just compiled on my phone. So, have you ever considered a death pool for the only podcast that matters? Well, since it's only you and I here,
it's morbid,
we get to
man.
speak for everybody else. For Jack and Ryan. Now, the only podcast that matters, again, if you don't know, sorry to be repetitive, but it's a show Andrew and I did with our friends Ryan and Jack for years and years. There's over 200 episodes. They're available everywhere. You can check them out. So here's the thing. I'm the oldest, and then Andrew, and then Ryan, and then Jack. Andrew and Ryan are the same age. They're 37. I'm 39. Jack is 35.
2 months apart, Ryan and I.
Yeah. So biologically, you would think that I would be top of the list, but I'm going to say no for me. I'm going to put Ryan at the top of the list.
Yes.
Because aside from any predispositions to, what might be on the table medically, he's just way too stressed that I feel
He's
like
he's
gonna,
too high strung.
He'll
He'll have a stroke at some point.
That's what a
Yes.
stroke, a heart attack, something like that. And I don't say that. I don't take any joy in saying that.
No.
If anybody's
No, no, no,
curious,
no,
like,
no, no, no.
wow, what a dick. Like,
No,
why-
no,
you're
no,
burying
no.
your friend.
No.
That's not what I'm trying to say. Just
We're talking truth here.
Yeah,
he will die first
with how-
from
okay,
something
so you agree.
stupid.
Who's-
Wait, what was
who's-
the question?
Death pool.
A dead
pool.
A Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
For the four of
I
us.
was just sitting here like, what the fuck?
And like,
Why
wait, why?
I was, yeah, like
This took a dark turn. We're having
'cause I
fun
also
talking
was-
about
I was
street
also
fights with
questioning it
Muppets.
because I was trying to make sure that I had the right understanding of what, because I heard you say Deadpool.
Yes.
So I was like, wait.
Yeah, why are you talking about Ryan Reynolds?
I wasn't even
mean,
going Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds. I
Reynolds
was
is
like,
gonna die?
I was like, wait. I was like, the comic book. I was.
Yeah.
But anyway. But that's
Who would come
Jesus.
next?
Yeah, I vote you because the cigars and the drinking. I'm saying compared to me, I drink, but I don't smoke cigars like
Jesus.
4 nights a week. I gotta put you. We're
I
not that-
say Jack last, honestly. I put you
I would
third.
say I would say Jack last too, and I would put me third. Okay, so we agree. It's in a rare moment. I'm glad we got it on film because that doesn't happen as often as it used to.
This is going on TikTok.
And if it's not for the cigars and the whiskey, it's cholesterol. I will die of a heart attack because I eat too many things that will clog my fucking arteries.
Okay,
So
good. Thank you for supporting my case.
I'm going to
This
die.
is morbid.
so morbid.
This is
man.
why I'm going to start my own show on his Patreon that deals
All
the
right,
heavy
back it
stuff.
off. Back it off. Calm down.
Anyway.
People are trying to listen to this while their family sleeps, okay? Love the new look in the home studio. Thank you very much. Was guitar your first instrument? It was not. It was actually my third. When I was in 5th grade. No, not the recorder. I wasn't cool enough for the recorder.
Wait, what?
My now... Easy, it's a joke. My now rebellious Uncle Rich played trumpet when he was younger. And so in 5th grade, when symphonic band was an option, he actually had his old trumpet refinished and cleaned up and everything. So it was like pristine for me to start playing. And I just couldn't do it. My entire face hurt after playing the trumpet. So after about 2 weeks, I quit.
It's a lot of
And-
blowing, my friend.
Yeah, well, I'm
lot
not
of
built
blowing.
for it. So
Okay.
what can I say?
That's what she said. but yes.
Lifelong practicing heterosexual. Anyway, I was lucky in that the elementary school symphonic band was short on clarinets, so I got to play clarinet for the next 4 years,
Okay.
and then I had to quit because I was just getting laid too much. I mean, listen,
Too much.
too much. Couldn't take it anymore, and that's when I took up guitar to calm things down
Right,
when I was
right.
16. So there was 2 years with no instruments, and then
See, what you
moved
really
over
want to do to
guitar.
calm it down is pick up piano. Because there's no groupies for piano
Or bass.
or bass.
Yeah.
There are, but they're of a certain age. Let's say they're all in AARP. They're the ones who are like the piano groupies. So
You're not wrong.
Yeah, but
I'm not wrong.
the trumpet,
seen
man,
them.
you could have been like Chuck Mangione,
guy's
man.
like Satchmo.
Like-
I could have been.
Yeah.
I could have been that cool.
or Herb Alpert, man. Like
Instead,
you
I'm-
know, those guys got ass up left and right, man.
I know. You imagine ass wrangling
Freaking
that went on back in the day.
Tijuana brass and shit.
Yeah.
man.
Now I'm here playing guitar in Homedale on a show I'm paying to do.
Yeah, with 3 other dudes. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, with a,
No
with a bunch of
talent.
dudes, velour curtains, and no women around. Yep, my music career went exactly how I hoped it would.
At least you're podcasting.
This is true. At least I have this show, nothing else.
Why
Have
pay
any-
for therapy when you can have a podcast?
Exactly.
Tell
This is
everyone
so
your
much.
problems.
Have any of you ever been in a threesome? Oh, come on. It's 2021. We shouldn't be asking questions like this. Who wants to go first? Who wants to answer first?
Still working on it.
close.
Still working
All right,
on it.
working on it.
Close.
Close.
No comment.
Oh, dang.
Look at you.
All right. All right.
Big man on
Sexual
Bellworks
chocolate over
campus.
there.
All right.
Well, you know, he's
I
also,
said no comment. Didn't mean.
Actually, yeah, that
No,
could
but,
that could very well mean hell no.
Yeah, you're.
let's be
you're-
fair.
I think
Could be
you're,
terrible.
You're 20 plus years younger than me. It's a different time right now. Like,
Yeah, this is true.
now, you know, threesomes are all over the place.
Yeah, now
Probably, you know,
yeah,
it's-
that's like
You know what?
fourth
He's
date.
Probably, he's probably into like the cuckold stuff. He's the one they call. for
Oh,
that.
hold up a second. Hold up.
that's a whole different thing.
Andrew, you want to get carried out of here, don't you? You don't want to walk out of this building, do you?
I'm gonna get carried out one way or another.
Yeah.
This is true.
Ming,
yeah,
I
this-
promise I'll pay for the glass.
Can we top him
Okay.
off, please?
That's some thick glass, dude.
I know.
He's like, that's the
I
point.
know.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
For me, I probably 30 or 40 times last year. Me,
Wow.
Ben, and Jerry. So that was my threesome through pandemic,
Okay.
and it showed.
All right.
If you watch the holiday show, oh yeah, it showed. That was 15 pounds ago, which is nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit vain about coming back here and doing a live show just because being on camera. I hate looking at myself on Zoom and everything.
Stop.
But I felt so horrible after looking at the holiday show. So yeah, knowing I was leading up to this, I just said I'm spending the week. I've just been surviving on nothing but coffee, and as far as I can tell, it had no adverse effects whatsoever.
None of us
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
None of us noticed, so it was all. For
I know.
naught.
It's like, you
It's
still
only
look
three-
like
it's
shit.
It's only
Oh
3 in the
god,
morning.
I
so-
can't believe it.
Good question though.
What's your sorry, that was really loud. What's your secret to looking young? Wow, what a silly question. And what a douchebag I would be if I answered that in a sincere way. I have no idea. I don't sleep enough. Yeah, liquid death, is that what it is? Send us free stuff.
Might be, yeah.
It is.
I don't sleep enough. I have a sweet tooth. I eat sugar all the time.
Do
I
everything
don't
that
know.
you thought was bad for you.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
And you'll look.
I think that's what I mean. I don't smoke cigars. You know, I don't smoke cigarettes. anything
Especially
like that.
this year, man.
I don't
Just
do
whatever
drugs.
you want. This
Well,
year.
yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We know it's all futile,
This
so just
is
do
not
whatever
the
you
year
want.
for self care.
No.
No,
This
self
is
care
the year for fuck shit up.
self
Look
care
around
was
and find out.
so 2020.
Yep.
No, you know what it is. I will say though, I don't think. I mean, I think this is across the board though. I don't think I'm one of those people who qualifies as looking almost 40 because I am. This year I turned 40.
Oh, what? No, you
secret.
don't. You don't look
So,
almost 40. So
thank
nice.
you. But I feel like a lot of people aren't aging at the same rate. So I'm not patting myself on the back. I just feel like there's a lot of people you look at and say, oh, you wouldn't guess they were such and such an age. Like I'm saying, even like actors and stuff in their 50s, you wouldn't think like, oh, wow, look at that. Like you never would know Cassandra Peterson is of a certain age.
No.
Looking at her,
No,
you
not at
would
all.
have no idea. So I feel like people are just aging better in general. So
I-
I'm not saying I'm just saying I might qualify in that category.
Yeah, I think
I'm not gonna get in my
I think
skincare
the
routine
one thing
or-
I saw that made that true. Have any of you seen the original Bad News Bears? I think Walter Matthau was like 42.
Yeah.
He's
He
in that
loo- he-
movie.
that guy
he
looked like
looks
a-
like he's in his 60s, man.
He looked like a
Freaking
basset hound his whole
Buttermaker.
life.
Yeah. I was like, holy crap,
That guy always looked that
Yeah,
way.
right,
Until
right.
the
I was
day he
like,
died.
whoa, man.
It was pretty
But-
stunning.
You know who else doesn't age? Salma Hayek. I just saw a picture of her
Yep,
recently,
yep.
and I
No,
was just
she's
like,
great.
See, there's another
I'm
one.
like-
You wouldn't.
She's 60, right?
like, what fountain of youth are you dipping in all the time?
Yeah.
Because, like, let me know where I could pay millions
and
for it.
J-Lo. She's 50 plus.
J-Lo. And
Yeah, she is,
fucking
isn't she?
J-Lo.
Wow. Yeah. See, I feel like
It's
that's a
wild.
general thing. So I don't look at
I
myself
mean,
as being.
part of me says, they've got personal chefs and trainers and
They have resources.
the money to
we
look
don't.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly it. They have nutritionists. They have people
So,
to train them.
like they're
them.
heavily, on the one
Yeah,
side.
I know, but there's but Salma's in a select few, like with Paul Rudd, where they don't, even though they've gotten older and it's obvious they're celebrities, so they have the assistants. But there are some people when they age, they look
it's
it
all over
They
their
don't
face,
look
yeah.
it at all.
Well, okay, so I was actually having this conversation with my wife, and we were talking about stars and starlets and everything that don't look like they age. And You have like take George Clooney for example. He's like when he started on ER, women fawned over him because he was.
What's ER?
Don't
What's ER?
don't tell me you're serious.
I'm not.
Got
You
you.
will go through that glass.
Got you.
So women fawned over him on that because he was young and he was like, supremely attractive. Now he has aged like a fine wine. He's not super attractive, but he's goddamn handsome.
Most handsome man I've ever seen in person.
Seriously though, like,
And I
he's
saw him we talked about this. I saw him in a toga. You have to go back a couple episodes if you want to hear that story.
goddamn
I saw the
handsome.
man
It's
in a
a
toga.
good story.
He was as far away from me as Ming is right now.
Wow.
So he was
Yeah,
like
he's a good-looking
4 or
dude.
5
Definitely.
feet. Yeah. So, but and he's one of the exceptions for sure. As far as
Yeah.
like, there's a dude who just got some good. I will even say that good genes. My parents are both, like I said, in their 70s.
Sean Connery?
You wouldn't think so.
You know, Scotland Forever. He was another one. Yes, he was obviously older and was evident, but he was a damn handsome man.
And he looked the same for the last
Yes.
30 years of his life.
Yes.
Like he
Yes.
absolutely.
Jeff
I mean,
Goldblum.
publicly.
Jeff Goldblum's another
Yeah.
one. That looks
True.
the fucking same.
But then you got Keanu Reeves, who's just a vampire.
Maybe.
Yeah, I believe it.
Maybe we'll get him at the next blood drive.
I've got a story for you after the pod about him. Very interesting.
We want to hear it. We got one more question, and then we're gonna start wrapping things up here. Why does most of the world call it a grapefruit and the French call it a pamplemousse? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Well, did you bring that question to the right place? Because here at Chris Aballo's podcast
We have
experiment,
intellectual discussions. Just
we
like
answer
that.
the questions other podcasts are afraid to tackle.
Pamplemousse.
Is that pamplemousse?
Pamplemousse.
It sounds like a German
It
sex
sounds
thing.
like it would be pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
Pam-
Yeah.
Even though
Mousse?
that's not what it looks like.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I thought. I mean, I hear something that sounds
Are we
exotic.
really
like
about to have this
pamplemousse.
discussion
I mean,
before-
maybe, yeah. Like, what time is it? How
sent
long have
this-
you guys been on the air
Who sent
for?
this freaking email?
We just lost everyone.
It does. It sounds. I mean, you guys are saying it. Yes, it sounds more French. Like when I was saying it, it sounded
The
like
French are
a
just
German
weird,
thing.
man.
Yeah, well,
Well, that's why I went with German because I'm
Sure.
thinking like pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
Yeah, you want if a German cartoon character approaches you on the street and says, "Would you like a pamplemousse?" You don't need to call the authorities because he's
Right.
offering you a grapefruit,
Yeah.
or maybe he's not. I mean, it could be a sex thing and we just don't know.
That's a safe word.
So, yeah, right. The safe word is pamplemousse. All right.
oh god.
So that's some listener mail. I like doing that on the live shows. I think that's actually more
Oh, yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
We've done it once
Yeah,
or twice.
man, yeah, I love it.
Thank you very much. See, because you're on the clock, you get to do my
you go.
my work for me. Thank you.
You
Sir.
got roadies.
Listen, we're a professional outfit. What can I say?
Maybe you.
Well, you're just a recurring character. All right.
That's all I am.
This is
On that note,
this is a gig. Yeah, you kick back and be too cool to join in on the fun. Because there's one thing Andrew doesn't like. It's fun. Andrew's the original grumpy cat.
you're goddamn right.
So-
You are goddamn right. I will own that until I die.
You guys want to do I Want to Be Sedated?
Sure.
You
Sure,
won't-
sure,
you
sure.
have to know. Everybody knows the words. Sing along at home if you do.
Yeah. Hours ago, I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, before I go insane. I can't control my pictures, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh. Oops, sorry.
Are we going to skip to the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Ming's like, get us out.
I wanna be sedated. I wanna be sedated. I wanna be sedated. I wanna be sedated.
Oh God!
Yeah.
There you go.
Woo!
All right. They're applauding at home. No, they're tuning out. Now, my mistake.
They
I'm
are
sorry.
leaving.
They're gone.
Those aren't positive emojis at all.
No, those are middle fingers.
Yeah, they're like, we were told it was going to be an hour, and you promised us Ming Chen from the top.
Yes.
Sorry
Well,
about that, folks.
And we got just a dumb, fat, weird guy for one for the
Again,
studio.
that's on you.
I know.
I'm not saying
I'm very self-aware. It's all good.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Christian Cortez.
Christian Cortez, everybody.
Oh
All
man,
right.
thanks
Well,
for having us on.
Thank you guys for coming and being a part of this.
Always.
It's always a pleasure. And if you want to follow them for some more shenanigans, you can follow Christian Cortez. on Instagram.
You can follow me on Instagram, Christian_Cordes, Cordes, also another underscore after my last name. You could also follow me on my Twitter, ArcadePlayer1. That's my public Twitter. And then on YouTube, you can find me as Arcade Productions. I barely update the YouTube anymore, but I've got some cool projects.
There's some
in the works.
gold on there, though, so you need to get on it.
So there's a certain adult Thomas the Tank Engine parody that is in production eventually, so I got a lot working. I got a lot in the can right now, so
Awesome.
I can't wait.
Awesome. And you're going to be back here.
Oh, of course.
Doing more with us as engineer and as guest.
I can't wait.
And you can follow the great Ming Chen on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, I'm
Ming-Chen
at
37.
MINGCHEN 37. And then if you want to have as much fun as we did tonight, go to ashareduniverse.com. We can do it virtually. We can do it here. We can do it at the other
just
studio.
go to a shared universe.
Go. We'll get you started.
Seriously.
There's no better encouragement than we just
Do you
did
not
it.
know how to podcast? Joke's on you. Well,
Yes.
we can teach you how to do it.
We teach you. We teach classes. Yeah.
Look how easy it is.
so much
I mean, look
fun.
at these assholes.
So much
right?
fun.
Yeah. It's like they've gone on for how long? Oh, yeah. Anybody can do this. Huh. I thought that was people just being polite.
It's a good time, people.
You can follow Andrew at metal_Drew on Instagram.
And his own podcast.
His own podcast, The Extended Branch, which is about Freemasonry and beyond.
And
but
witches.
mostly Freemasonry. And
Yeah.
witches.
Yes.
Okay,
Please-
now I'm interested.
Yes, you need to tune into the episode that we did, Magical Mystery Moretti, where Christian was our engineer, and Brother Moretti is actually a magician. And
A witch.
Christian walked out. He could not. He couldn't do it.
A witch.
Okay. Well, look up The Extended Branch on the podcast app of your choice.
And on
the
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, you can watch it as well. They do the
So
recording.
it's a video podcast.
Yes, at the Eatontown studio. So you can check that out. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter at Chris Aballo and on Instagram at Chris Sells Out. You can follow the show at Cape Pod on Twitter and Instagram. If you didn't catch this show from the beginning, or if you want to annoy a friend by making them listen to or watch it, it'll be out April 26th. The video, which you've been watching, will be on the Half-Assed Media channel. And the audio will be in the regular podcast feed as Cape 164, Chris Alive 2. And that will be a week from Monday, this coming Monday, or the last Monday, depending when you're hearing this, is part 2 of my chat with Militia Vox. So check that out as well. Make sure
really
you're subscribed and up to date. And again, the YouTube channel, 2 to 3 clips a week. If you want to support the show on Patreon, you can do that, patreon.com/CapePod.
How much is it?
That it starts at $2 and the benefits start at $5, which means you get bonus audio, you get video
cup of
of
coffee.
every episode. Exactly. $5 a month, throw a couple shekels our way, helps us pay for the studio time, equipment upgrades for everybody's home setup, and all sorts of different stuff that we apparently guests who come in here and can provide stuff that the setup dictates. So listen, it's all part of growing this thing. If you love it, tell a friend. If you don't love it, then
If you
you're
don't,
probably
tell a
tuned out
friend.
already because, about over an hour and a half deep, you're probably like, no, not for me.
We're down to go
But,
viral, even if you hate us. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're starting that TikTok.
Yeah.
apparently, Cape Pod on TikTok as well. Check that out.
That'll be
because
coming.
Abigail,
that'll
hit
probably
us
be a
up. We
thing.
need
Yeah.
to know.
We need to know. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Sorry we weren't keeping up with them 100%. We will do more live streams. This is going to be like a regular thing, maybe once a month, every other month. We'll figure it out. But look, subscribe to all the socials and be kept in the loop when we're doing it because we do love the participation. Send the messages to me, leave comments, whatever. And then, the listener mail will be read on the live shows as well. Send in questions like those because those were gold, if you ask me. So we love it. And be back next Monday with yet another show, as always. So, until next time, for Christian Cordes, the off-camera Ming Chen, and Andrew Rizzitello, this is Chris Aballo, and this was yet another experiment. Take us home, guys.